All right, we live.
All right. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, we the Hebrew Israelites. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahushua Ba'Hashem, Rakah
double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, who rule and teach well, and peace salutations to the elect. Okay? And we out here to push this truth, warn our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, which are the true Hebrew Israelites, all right, the Lord's chosen people. Okay, we out here warning you of the destruction that's about to come to this place. Okay, and telling you to repent. Okay, to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua. Okay, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Okay, and we almost out of here, man. Okay, so get that.
All right, this is Revelation 7:1. And after these things, I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth.
And the four, all right, it says the four angels, okay, standing at the corners of the earth, and the wind that's going to destruction, okay? That's what we're going to talk about.
This is Revelation 7:1. And after these things, I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree.
Okay, that's right, and it said nor on any tree. Okay, because right now the destruction is being held back. Okay, to win. The elect are sealed, man. Okay, you continue on that.
Verse 2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power.
Okay, it said the seal of the living power. All right, now we're going to get into that seal. Can you get me Ezekiel 9, verse 4?
This is Ezekiel 9:4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men.
That's right. It says mark. Okay, and that word mark in the Hebrew is the what? Okay, meaning exempt from judgment. Okay, and who's going to be exempt from judgment? The elect. Okay, and you can continue on with that.
It says, let's start from the top. Ezekiel 9:4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry, for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
That's right, man. Who's the man that's signed and crying right now for the abominations thereof, man? The men of the Lord, the elect, okay, the prophets, all right? Starting with our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, who've been laboring over 30 years. All right, we're sick of seeing all these abominations out here, okay, eating this genetically modified food, okay, seeing sodomites running around, doing what the hell they want to do, man. Okay, seeing Esau, Edom, ruling over us right now, man. All right, we tired of this, man. Okay, chemtrails every morning. All right, brother sick. Okay, this is facts of being here, man. Okay, we're the ones that signed the crime right now, you know, and throughout the week, man, day to day, you know, for all the abominations that's go on thereof, man. Okay.
All right, and verse 5. And to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity.
That's right, man, because if you don't have that mark, the why, okay, meaning being exempt from judgment, you're going to get destroyed out here, man, okay? You know, heading to Jacob's trouble, all right, whether it's the famine, the pestilence, the sword, okay, wherever it may be, you're going to get destroyed if you don't have that mark, man, okay? Because a lot of you people are out here proud, man, all right? You're going about your Saturday, all right, getting ready to get into some wickedness, all right, ready to go to the club, ready to commit adultery, all right, ready to do all type of wicked things, man, all right? A lot of you niggas preparing to go to Juicy Crab, man, all right?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
and if I can say something too, and this time when the Lord comes back, it's not going to be like when we came out of Egypt, man. And you know, all Israelites will say, mark upon your doorstep, man. This time he's dealing with a select few. Like the seal that the brother's going into, the 144,000, man.
That's right.
And the 1/3.
That's right.
All right, Ezekiel 9:6. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary.
That's right, man. We know that judgment is going to begin at the Lord's house, man. Okay? So if you don't have that mark, like we're just going into, man, you're going to get destroyed. It don't matter if you're an old lady out here, okay? Your children, okay? If they ain't of the elect, they're going to get destroyed out here, man. Okay? You know? And we know the Lord is only coming for his elect, man. Okay? The rest of you people going to get destroyed, man. All right? And mainly, you know, going to our people, man. Pursuing to, what's it, Zechariah 13:8, man. Okay, 2/3 y'all gonna get cut off, man. Like it's going to in this scripture, man. That's gonna be 2/3 of you, man. Okay, you can get that back in Revelation 7.
All right, this is
We been getting like
Revelation chapter 7 and verse 1. Oh, sorry, 2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea. Verse 3, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, for we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads.
That's right. Sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads, man. All right, and what's that seal, you know, in their foreheads? They're going to know the name Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Okay? They're going to be sealed, and like we're going to Ezekiel 94, they're going to have that mark, okay? Not the, a corner mark, you know, not the mark of the beast. Okay, they're going to be exempt from judgment, man. Okay? But the rest of you people, you're going to get destroyed, man. Okay? So we're only out here for the elect, man. Okay? We're fishing for the elect, pursuant to Jeremiah 16, verse 16, man. Okay?
Like the brother was saying, this is the mark that the majority of you people here on earth are going to take, man. The mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, man. Especially our people, man, because we out here week in, week out. It's getting more heavier in the spirit every week. And then Jake is not paying attention, man. So Jake is going to take this other mark right here, man. We all know the consequences of that in Revelation 14 and 9.
That's right.
Talking about Yaskora?
You know?
Yeah.
But that's going to be the mark, you know, the majority of you know, disobedient so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans going to take, man. But if you take this RFID microchip, okay, you're going to get put to death, man. You're going to take part in that second death, man.
So it
okay?
made, it
You know?
kind of made sense to like say that. But it's kind of
Revelation
like,
chapter
you really think that, like, wow, you got
14 verse 9, it says,
you know what I'm saying?
and the third angel followed him, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image,
That's it.
and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
That's right, man. You know, so if you take that RFID chip, which is the mark of the
guys
beast,
that broke
that's
off
what's
from
going to
there,
happen to you, man. You're
when
going
they
to
try
take
to do their
part
thing.
in that nuclear destruction, man. Okay? Because America will be destroyed, man. Okay? 200 million missiles will come to America and it's going to destroy this place, man. Okay? You know, and matter of fact, we can get, you got that Joel? Get Revelation, you get Revelation 9, verse 16. Okay? You know, because that's what's coming to this place. 200 million missiles, man. Okay, it's gonna do what, man? Destroy America, man. It's gonna pop this whore, man. Okay? This virgin daughter. All right, you good.
Revelation 9 and 16. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them.
That's right, man. That's what John the Revelator saw in the vision. He saw those missiles coming over to America, destroying it, man. It says 200,000. That's speaking about 200 million missiles, man. Okay? That's what's coming. 200 million warheads.
Verse 17.
That's
And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire and of jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouth issued fire and smoke and brimstone.
Yeah, that's speaking about these ICBM nuclear missiles, man.
That's
okay,
right.
These warheads are going to touch down in America. This is Babylon the Great, man. Okay?
This virgin.
That's right.
Verse 18. By these three was the third part of men killed.
That's right. And there's 3 parts of men. Okay, the sons of men, that's the sons of you other nations. Well, you other nations are the sons of men. There's the sons of the wicked, being you Edomites, and there's the sons of the Most High, being the Israelites, man. Okay, I'm going to
All right. It says, verse 18. By these three was the third part of men killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths.
Okay, and that's what's going to happen to you Edomites, man. Because every Edomite in America doing that destruction is going to get put to death, man.
That's right.
Okay, you're going to be in that lake of fire, man. Okay, there's no salvation for you red Hebrew Edomite devils, man. Okay? You know what's going on?
Verse 19.
Red Hebrew.
For their power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt.
That's right, man. It's going to be multiple warheads in those missiles, man. Okay?
I got a precept for you if you don't mind, bro. This is Job 27 and 13. And it says, this is the portion of a wicked man with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and the heritage of oppressors. what you said, those red Hebrew Edomites, man. Which thou shalt receive of the Almighty. Going into exactly what you read. Verse 14. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword.
That's right.
And his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread.
That's right, man. Because you Edomites are going to get destroyed here, man. And what's going to happen after this? You so-called elites, you international banking families, y'all going head first into slavery, man. Okay? Y'all going to be the first fruits of slavery. Okay? And y'all going to bring back the rest of y'all nation, all right, multiplying for the sword, man. Okay? You know, because we know when Yahweh Shah returns, he's going to destroy, you know, the armies of the earth, man. Okay? He's going to put down you heathens. Okay? He's going to deliver the elect. Okay? You know, that's what's coming, man.
Because, you know, also with those missiles, those chariots will return too, man, and get down their fires with them.
That's right.
This is Isaiah 66 and 15. It says, for behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
That's right. Because the Lord, Yahweh Shah, is going to return with an innumerable amount of angels with the chariots with him, man. Okay, he's going to come back on top of that big fathership, man. Okay, and what he's going to do? All right, we know he's going to come from the east. Okay, once he cracked them skies, destroying the armies of the earth, man. Okay, turning you heathens into powder out there, man. Being beaten into powder. Okay,
that's right.
And 2/3 of you niggas, man. Okay,
to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
That's right, man. And that's how you people gonna get corrected, man. All right, because you're not trying to get right. You know, see, the Lord has his men out here warning you of what's about to come to this place. Y'all don't want to hear it, man. Okay, y'all want us to prophesy smooth things unto y'all.
That's
man.
right.
Okay, because the scriptures speak about seeking the Lord early, man. Okay, you don't want the Lord to have to come find you, man. Okay, because if he does, you're gonna get destroyed, man. Okay,
That's
there
right.
ain't gonna be no talking to you niggas, man. All right, Yahweh Shah already returned, okay, and told y'all to repent, man. Okay, you know, it's a little more on that.
Yeah. Verse 16, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
That's right, and that word plead going to judge. Okay, so that's how he's gonna judge you wicked people, man. Okay, by when y'all getting hit with that concentrated fire come from those chariots, man, getting zapped, man. And while at the same time, simultaneously destroying America with Babylon the Great, man. Okay.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
That's right, and the slain of the Lord shall be many, man. Okay, even from one side of the earth, even to the other, man.
That's right.
It's gonna be plenty of heathens getting put to death, okay, and 2/3 of people gonna get put to death as well, man. Okay, a lot of y'all caught up in Christianity, okay, calling on idols. Okay, see what that's gonna get y'all, man. All right, because when y'all see Yahweh Shah, okay, y'all ain't gonna know what's going on, man.
Like in Baltimore, we had them nigga women that they say a bunch of black Christians are going from Christianity to fucking witchcraft, man.
Yep.
So basically, they're saying witchcraft, serving outright Satan, is more profitable to them than serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah, man. That shows you the demonic energy on women, that they, before they get in order with you as an Israelite man, they rather just go serve Satan, man.
That's right. That's crazy. They just show you, you know, how destroyed our people are, man. The scriptures speak about my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. Okay, our people want to go down to Esau for help. Okay, they want to call on his idols. Okay, which there's no power in. Okay, they want to be just like their oppressor, man. Okay, so they're gonna get destroyed. All right, they're gonna get cut off on this side, and they're gonna come back, you know, to that everlasting shame, man. Okay, you know, because you ain't gonna have no excuse, you know, say you ain't know, man. You ain't been warned, man. Okay, we all over YouTube, Storm with our Apostle Elders at Great Millstone.
Okay.
All right, we on YouTube. We on the highways, byways, all across the four corners of the earth, man. All right, brothers putting up new camps.
Man, we on the internet, man.
Kind, right, you know?
We don't even got to call a website. We on the internet.
Yeah, we on the internet, and it's like before we started camp, man, you had Jake riding by talking about Kwame Yashala, man. Like, where the hell you guys at, man? It's like we've been out here starting with our apostles and elders, all right, since July of 2007.
Yeah.
So you people on this chart know who you are, man. It's just it goes back to that scripture, Ezekiel 33. All right, you're gonna know that there's been a prophet among you, man.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that dude that we always get a kick out of from here? Do the voiceovers, the old man voiceovers. How old heads be acting in the land? They got to
Moneybag.
Yeah, him.
That nigga know.
He know he is Israelite. When you go on his page, it's a hashtag I am Judah with a dark skinned man with a turban on. All these jakes out here know about it.
Well, yeah, it was like another the other social media here in Atlanta, Jet Wavy.
Oh yeah.
He the
Oh,
one
yeah.
that used to be in the,
He was with the one guy. They were doing.
Uh-huh.
During Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of Jake know. They just out here bullshit.
That's gonna be. But you know what? The scriptures say what? It is worse for them that know. It's better for you not to know, man.
That's right. Go ahead, man. I say y'all playing with fire, man, by knowing that you're Israelites, but you ain't doing nothing that the Lord commanded. You still out here bullshitting, man.
Yep.
And you like the brother said, Christianity nigga doing a skit on Thanksgiving, like he taking all the food out the house with his fringes on, man. That shit is way off, man. Right? Niggas think, bruh, they think this shit is a game, man.
And we know what too? You know, to them,
Yeah.
Niggas think
You
it's
know,
a game.
They think it's a game.
right. But to them, it's just information. It's more information because in the same breath, they'll say they're Israelite, but also in the same breath, they'll say, you know, but we the original people, we all came from Africa.
Yeah.
To them, it's just information.
Right.
You know, but there's a gravity that knowing you an Israelite has to it. You know what I'm
These
saying?
niggas don't want to get out of here.
You know, right? Because they don't. I was going to say, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
right.
It goes way beyond just knowing you an Israelite or thinking you an Israelite. You know, it's a way you got to walk with this thing, man.
Crazy. It's a game. It's a game.
This is Ezekiel, this is right quick. Ezekiel 33,
Yeah, it's just information.
31.
They don't.
And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as
Oh,
your
what you
people.
understand?
Right. You know, they'll come out, you know, they're here. All right, they'll drive by, honk their horns, you know, say Kwam Yasharala. All right, they'll do all that, man. They'll look the part. All right,
It says,
They sound the part.
and hear thy words, but they will not do them.
that's right, man, but they will not do them, man. Okay? You know, what good is it that you know you're an Israelite? Okay, you know you're the Lord chosen people, but you out here being a nigga, man. All right, you out here following the ways of your oppressor. What good is that if you still going to these harlot houses, man? Okay? What good is that you still got to make it to your big mama Thanksgiving dinner, man? Okay? What good is that, man? You still getting lineups, man? Okay? No, that's what scriptures speak about, you know, them being beaten with more stripes. Roughly paraphrasing,
Yep.
man. You know, like the brother was going into it, been better if you have not known, man. All right?
Oh, that was it on that?
All right, continuing on, it says, for with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness.
Yep, that's right. You know, they'll show much love in their heart. You know, they'll say shalom. All right, we know y'all brothers are telling the truth up there, man. All right, but what they do, man, when they go right back home, all right,
On any of
and
these side
commit
streets?
adultery. You know, what they do, they go right back home, commit adultery, still getting lineups, you know, still eating pork chops, man. All right, you know,
Right.
still
take over the
transgressing.
world right
All right, the law, statute, commandments, so you help about you now shout. All right,
I got something.
Man, we ain't going nowhere.
This is
Yeah, walk down
Matthew
the street.
15 and 8. It says, this people draw nigh unto me with their mouth and do honor me with their lips.
that's right. You know, they draw near, you know, until you how about you now shout their mouth. Okay, you know, they say the right things. All right, but what do they? Man, can you read that again?
It says, this people draw nigh unto me with their mouth and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me.
That's right, and that goes into your mind, all right, which is live in the Hebrew, man. All right, their hearts is far from you, how about shout. Okay, because why? The majority of them just love being in America, which is Babylon the Great, man. All right, a lot of them, man, love being here, man. They love being oppressed, man. All right, you know, they comfortable, man. All right, you give a Jake an apartment, all right, a rib, all right, something to eat, you know. Jake good, man. You know, you give Jake a blunt, all right, you ain't gonna hear from him, man. He's gonna be good for the day, man.
blunt in the microphone.
All right, he comfortable here, man. All right, he wanna have all types of sons and daughters here, man. All right.
This is Amos chapter 3 verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
That's right, man, because all the families of the earth, the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah, only knows the Israelites, man. Okay? That's why we get punished, man. All right, you know, for when we go off, when we break the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shemel Shah. All right, that's why you see the heathens. All right, you know, they're living fat right now, man. All right, they join together with Esau. All right, the song was Psalms 83. All right, you know, they ain't getting punished, man. All right, because the law, statutes, commandments wasn't given to them, man. All right, it was given to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites, man. You people on this side, man. All right.
Can you black you really get more down? Like, is the Lord really going to take it to the cusp?
Isaiah 34:1. Come near, you nations, to hear,
They're doing
and
that.
hearken, you people,
Does it
that the earth here and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it.
And that's the thing.
All you
That's the thing. Like when certain
All right, all you
articles
nations.
come out, and like we say, we
Verse
like,
2.
God damn.
For the
It's like, I didn't
indignation of
think
the
you
Lord
would
is
get
upon all nations,
that point.
and his fury upon all their armies.
That's right. You know, the indignation of the Lord, okay? His righteous anger, okay? It's upon who? All you nations, man. All right? You continue on, man.
It says, he hath utterly destroyed
the Lord
them.
knoweth.
He hath delivered them to the slaughter.
That's right, man. That's what Yahushua is going to do, man. He's going to utterly destroy you nations, man. All right? You know, you people are, you different nations, you Moabites, you Hamites, you Ammonites, all right, starting with you Edomites, y'all benefited of the oppression
that
and
whole scene
downfall
right there
of the Israelites,
is
man.
Atlanta.
Okay? And you
Go
think that
there,
y'all gonna get away
dress
for it, man?
nice,
Nah, man, the Lord's indignation is
high-rises,
upon all you
stores,
heathen
and the
nations,
club
man.
right here.
Okay?
This is it.
You continue on, man.
And that's why the Most High was known as Alashadja back in the ancient world. You know, he was the father of taking down kingdoms. You read all these previous prominent empires, Egypt. Egypt was the main kingdom during that time, Assyria, Babylon, ancient Babylon. And the Lord took all those kingdoms down, man. How much more America? This is easy work, really, in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Shah. He said in 1 hour. And this place took what, roughly since 1776, 2019, 300 plus years to build and fortify. You know, create these cities, these
Put a spirit in it.
metropolises, you know, these governments. The Lord's gonna take it down in 1 hour.
That's right. You know, that shows you the power of Yahweh Shem Shah. Okay? You know, and we know the Lord, you know, when he returns and cracks from the skies, he's going to destroy you other nations, okay, that's in the Middle East, okay? And what else, man? He's going to make his way to America, which is Babylon the Great.
That's right.
All right, to do what? Destroy you wicked people, okay? And destroy this place, man. All right, as well as the missiles.
Verse 3. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountain shall be melted with their blood.
That's right, man. You know, that's what's going to happen, man. All right, a lot of you people, you know, you're not going to get buried. All right, you're not going to have a proper burial. You're going to be out here stinking, laid waste. All right, it's going to be, we're going to come into some times, you're going to see 5,000 people dead, 10,000 people got put to death. You know, not to put a number on it, man, it's going to be many people getting put to death, man. And people going to be worried about themselves in those days, man. All right, they ain't going to have time to be trying to get the family together, get the proper burial, you know, go to the Holy House and go to wherever you got to go, man. All right?
Alright, continue on, it says, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree.
That's right, man. Them ICBM nuclear missiles, those supersonic, all right, hyperthermonuclear missiles going to come to America, which is Babylon Great. It's going to destroy this place. 200 million, man. All right, you elite's going to be brought low, okay? You know, that's what's going to happen, man. All right.
Verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in the heaven.
That's right. You know, those ICBM nuclear missiles are going to go outside the Earth's atmosphere, and it's going to re-enter like a thief, man. And what it's going to do? Hit its target, being America, which is Babylon the Great. All right, because we know that the Spirit of the Lord is going to be on those missiles, man. All right, they're not going to break their ranks. All right, they're not going to be all coordinate pursuant to Joel, the 2nd chapter. All right, they're going to do what they're meant to do, man.
That's
All
right.
right, they're a part of the Lord's armory, man. All right, continue on, man.
And they constantly advance. You know, as time progresses, these missiles, man, they're constantly being modified by Russia, China, Iran. That's why Iran actually said that they're going to reintroduce their basically uranium back in the effects, because basically America's been trying to halt production of what's that, uranium enrichment program in Iran. Iran said, "Fuck that. We're gonna start back and we're gonna make these missiles better, man." And they entangled with Russia and China, so they figuring out how to make a super goddamn missile to blow America out of the water, man.
And if I may too, I'm gonna tell you a country that we sleep on as far as a real destructive force against America is Iran, which is India. India is a communist state. And I had picked up this Edomite the other week or so. And he said every time he traveled over there, because you know Sri Lanka is in India. And they just had that terroristic attack. So he was telling me, he said every time he travels over there into India, it's always, he travels around, they gotta travel around with police. Cause they're always throwing rocks and Molotovs. And they he said, well, he was in one building that the terrorists over there, they poisoned the whole water supply. 200 people in the building, plus employees got sick. But they ain't putting that on the TV, man. Cause they don't wanna paint this picture that everybody fucking hates America, man. So they wanna kinda keep the narrative to, no, it's just Russia. No, it ain't Russia.
It's Iran.
India, China.
They try to keep you paying attention
Yeah.
to particular threats because really it's all strategy. If they could get Iran is a key producer of oil. They're not worried about India and Pakistan, you know. But Pakistan is another country right next to India that has nuclear missiles. They don't really put Pakistan out there like that neither.
Yeah. They
Which
trying
is
to
also
control the
Iran.
narrative. Have you thinking it's only a few enemies, man? No, everybody hate. The scriptures say
Everybody.
all is gonna hate the whore, man.
Yeah, I got that precept.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah, Revelation 17 and 15.
And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the horse sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
That's right. You know, the EU and NATO. All right. You know, their allies, you know, is gonna hate this whore, man. All right. You know, America's Babylon, the great wicked philosophies spread out through the nations, man. All right. And the nations got drunk, you know, off of this Babylon juice, man. All right. And what they're gonna do, man? They're gonna shoot these missiles unto America's Babylon the Great, man. Okay. America, man, this place has no leverage, man. All right. The allies are against them. Okay. Who was that? Spain. That was Spain. You know, they moved their warship, you know, from the U.S. strike unit that was going to the Middle East. All right, so you see that they're slowly backing away from this war, man. All right, because they was going into how they don't want no conflict with Iran, man. Okay, because soon America, you know, and these Amalekites try to go into Iran. Okay, it's gonna be it for America, man. Okay.
These shall hate the whore and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
How they gonna do that? By sending them ICBM nuclear missiles to America, which is Babylon the Great. All right, and this place is gonna be destroyed, man.
Right.
Okay. You know why you people walking up and down the streets on your smartphones, man? All right, y'all gonna be fuel for the fire, man. All right.
That's right, brother.
This is Joel 3, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
That's right, man. They're turning these ancient world agricultural equipment, okay, into weapons, man. Okay, into nuclear weapons, man. All right, you know these different nations, you know, preparing, you know, for war against America's Babylon the Great. Okay, you know they're starting to get advanced, you know, in their nuclear capabilities. Why, man? To get ready to destroy this place, man. All right, these weak nations that used to be weak at one point, that feared America, which is Babylon the Great. Places like Iran, North Korea, South Korea, okay? They're not afraid of them, man. Okay, you know, they speaking up against America, okay? They know this place is wicked, okay? They know that their leaders are puppets, okay? And they're ready to destroy this place, man, because they have nuclear capabilities as well, man. Not just America, man.
And they hate Trump. You know? They don't feel that Trump is a legitimate president. They see that basically America's full of shit, man. They know the history of America. They know how America poisoned the whole world with GMOs, with democracy. That's what the wine goes into. Because when you sip some good wine, you know, like when you think about elitist people of aristocracy, they're all about their a good drink.
Yeah.
But if you lace somebody's drink with a poison, or you lace it with you know, certain drugs, you know, lace it with certain
true serums,
yeah, serums like and shit like that, and you sip it, and you all dozing and dazing, and you saying all kind of stuff, spewing out, throwing up, and things of that nature. The next day, you're gonna want to kick some ass. That's your initial reaction. Who the fuck laced my drink, man?
Who spiked my stuff?
That mother.
Yeah, that mother. When I catch them, I'm gonna beat them down. And that's from a general human level. How much more the masses of countries that's been influencing poison? You got porn stars that's damn Arabs, man.
Mm-hmm.
The hijabs and all that bullshit, man. That's not the nature. You got those East Indians and stuff,
Yeah.
and these liberation movements, talking shit about the Arab man. You know, popping white men and things of that nature. That's all from America. That's why
They be
them Arabs,
banning them.
the original Arabs and things of that nature, they look at majority of people here like freaking sellouts, man.
Like when some of them Arab women come over here and they get to a certain level where they get whorish and all of that, they don't be letting them come back over there. They be like, nah, you stay your ass right over here. Over there in London, over there in the US.
Yep.
Over there. And if they come back, they be scared for their family.
Yeah,
So they'll just be able to just send money or whatever. But they can't come back over there.
I got a real quick one. This is Habakkuk 2:15. And it says, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunk also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. You got it, brother.
That's right. You know, how did America do that? By their mind. Okay, the philosophies of America, man. Okay, polluting these different nations, man. Okay, just like we was going into it on Revelation, man. These nations, you know, they're mad, man. Okay, and that's going to ultimately lead to them destroying America, man. Okay.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations.
That's right, the assembly of great nations, man. Iran, China, Russia, North Korea, South Korea, Turkey. All right, to name a few. All right, they're gonna come up against this place.
And that's our favorite heathens, man. Because they're gonna do a magnificent job of blowing this place out of the goddamn water, man. You know. After that, they go into slavery, of course, but we rooting for them to burn this place up.
Hell yeah.
What they say, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, so to speak. You know, because the Lord said, well, He's gonna put a spirit on Gog and Magog. He's using these Edomites. He got them in a trick bag. He's gonna use them to fulfill His will. Then after that, they're gonna have to serve slavery. Got it.
Start back at the top. This is Jeremiah 50 and verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her.
That's right, man. You know, they're preparing for war against this place, man. All right, they're advancing their nuclear missiles, okay? Preparing their missile defense systems. All right, getting ready for war, man. Okay? While a lot of you so-called Americans, all right, out here looking for a Snapchat moment, man. You can continue on now.
From thence shall be taken the arrows shall be as mighty expert man, and shall return in vain.
And you ever seen them videos like with them master archers? They'll shoot an arrow in a bullseye,
With the water.
and then they'll shoot a second arrow that'll go straight through the arrow, through the bullseye. That's basically how the Lord is comparing them to.
Or that scene in Suicide Squad. Well, what was it? I can't remember his name, but Will Smith's character. He was trying out for the team.
Deadshot.
Deadshot.
Yeah.
And he shot that target. Every bullet was straight through the same hole in the head. It wasn't even no other hole, man. That's that, man.
Just clean through.
John Wick.
Perfect precision.
Their arrows
John Wick
shall
is a
be
bad movie too.
as of a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain.
That's right. None shall return in vain. Okay, and again, you know, they're not going to break their ranks. All right, they're not going to go back. Okay, it ain't going to be no dud missiles, man, so to speak, man. They're going to come over to America's Babylon the Great and destroy it, man. Okay? You know, a lot of these nations, they say, well, come over here in 15 minutes. Okay? Hey, man. Hey, who knows? They probably come over here in 2 minutes, man. Okay? You know, because they're not going to tell you the truth about how fast the missiles actually come over here, man. All right?
His dad's like a legendary shooter. And he brought him into the organization.
What about Rain upon him while he's sleeping? You know, and Joe, you know, let's meet him missiles, man. All right?
Second Ezra 16 and 3.
Throw shit up.
Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria.
Okay, and woe goes into destruction, man. Okay? So woe unto, you know, America's Babylon the Great, man. Destruction unto this place, man. Okay? continue on.
Verse 2. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children. Be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
That's right, man. Your destruction is at hand, man. Okay, destruction is coming to this place. Destruction is coming upon you heathens. Okay, destruction is coming upon you, 2/3 of you people, man. All right, yeah, we want you other nations to shoot these missiles. Okay, but y'all not gonna be up next, man. All right, y'all going to slavery after this, man.
That's right.
Okay, because it's all about the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right.
Verse 3. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?
It's gonna go out.
That's right, man. You know,
gonna go
again,
down
those
quick.
missiles, man.
That's why I was
You
keeping
people ain't gonna be
Yeah,
able to
gonna
turn back.
Yeah.
You know, those missiles that's
another
gonna
one in my
come
car.
upon this place, man. Again, they're
Oh,
a part of the
you
Lord's
want one?
armory, man.
I just
Okay.
need a cord. Okay.
Verse 4. A fire is set among you,
Hey, check
and
it
who
out
may
there.
quench it?
That's right, man. You know,
That's right.
the fire is coming, man. These missiles are coming, man. All right. You know, you people ain't gonna be able to quench it, man. All right.
And it's already been determined that the United States, they don't have a missile defense system that's capable of backing up, defending these missiles that Russia and all these other nations are coming against the United States.
That's right.
All right, verse 5. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? Verse 6. May any man drive away a hungry lion in the
Well,
woods,
I do it. I can go back.
or may
to my car
anyone
real
quench
quick.
the fire and
It drives
stubble
that quick.
when it have begun to burn?
How long?
Yes,
How far you
to
trying
that
to
no,
go?
man.
I'm
Okay.
gonna get it
No,
back.
you can't.
Nah,
man.
I ain't gonna try to put it
All right, so you can't stop this destruction, man. Okay,
seven
it's the
percent?
Lord's will
I
for
thought you said
Babylon the
seven.
Great to be destroyed.
Oh, no, shit.
All right,
It's not here.
I'll continue on. It says, may one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. Verse 8, the mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?
that's right, man. So who is you that's in this flesh? Okay, in these chains of darkness that are able to drive them away, man. Okay, you don't even control. You know if you're gonna wake up in the morning, man. All right, you niggas ain't gonna stop these missiles, man. All right, man, you get that.
If it's still on there, it's gonna stay there at 100 to 85%. Take off.
Joel
I think when
2 and 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion.
That's right. And Zion, you know, goes to Zion, you know, in the Hebrew, which is monument. All right, you continue on that.
And sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
That's right, man. We sounding the alarm, man. We out here on the highways and byways warning you of what's about to come upon this place, man.
That's right.
Starting with our apostle Els, that great millstone, man. Continue on.
Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble.
All right, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, man. All right, because you should be in fear, man. All right, you know, it ain't promised salvation to all you niggas, man. All right, salvation, and the Lord is only going to have mercy upon his elect, man. All right, you continue on.
For the day of the Lord cometh, for it is not at hand.
That's right, it is not at hand, man. It's near. All right.
Verse 2, a day of darkness and of gloominess.
And the scripture speak about the day of the Lord is dark, you know. It ain't going to be no light, man. All right.
Sure as that ain't gonna be like today in Atlanta.
Yeah, man. God.
Amos 5 and 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you?
That's right.
The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
That's right, man. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, man. It says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. Destruction unto you, man. All right, you see a lot of these niggas, big mamas, be like, yeah, I can't wait for the Lord to come back.
Right.
All right, you know, not even knowing. Yeah, be careful what you wish for, not even knowing that you waiting to get destroyed by a chariot, man. Get destroyed by that laser, come from no chariots.
Big mamas are gonna be the first ones to die in Babylon.
Yeah.
That Segway battery's gonna die. Half these nigga women ain't gonna get out of the neighborhood, man.
Yeah. A lot of them ain't gonna even, you know, probably before the concentrated fire hit their ass, they're gonna be just gonna die from fear, man.
Yeah,
Shock.
It says men's hearts will be falling.
Failing them.
Fear.
Failing them
A lot of
for
heart attacks will be going.
You know, a lot of you big diabetic wicked women gonna die, man.
Yeah, you big fat ankle ass women gonna
All right,
die.
man. You big proud fat women gonna die, man. All
High
right?
blood pressure.
I was watching one of them zombie movies. And he had different rules, and he was like, yeah, the first people to die in the zombie apocalypse was fat people, man. Fatties. Zombieland, yep. I was watching it the other day, yep.
That's
He
true.
said he said the first ones to die were the fatties, man.
That's right, man. You know, because that famine coming too, man.
Because that fat spirit is a product of comfortability, man. You know, being comfortable and slothful, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I picked up two Jake women right earlier today, and it was like, oh, Chick-fil-A, but then I dropped them down the street like, well, we might have to get an Uber over there, bro. I'm not bullshitting you, man. I dropped where that red light is.
Yeah.
I dropped that. That would have been the Payless I dropped them at. Chick-fil-A was this door right here.
Nah, they talking about Uber and over.
They was like, nah, I ain't walking.
Oh yeah. See, bitches like that go die.
Wow.
I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. I dropped like imagine me dropping a person off there and saying, hell nah, I ain't walking there.
That's awful.
These people gonna drop dead.
That's right, man.
You got it, brother.
You know, and when the family come, a lot of you fat people gonna be the first ones to go, man. People gonna be hungry. All right, they gonna be cooking y'all. All right, but they gonna try to cook it. They just gonna eat you, man. All right, that's what's coming, man. You continue on that, Joel.
Joel 2:2. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of cloud of thick darkness, and the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people, a strong. There have not been ever the like.
That's
Neither shall be any more after it.
That's right, man. Those ICBM nuclear missiles, okay, again, are part of the Lord's armory that's going to come over here to this place and going to destroy it. All right?
Even to the years of many generations. Verse 3, a fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burner.
Again, it's speaking about those missiles that's coming over here, man. All right? You know, you can't get around it, man. It ain't going to be no damn volcano that's going to destroy Babylon the Great, man. All right?
Yeah.
You know, man, that's a weak argument, man. All right? You know, it's somebody that
Folktales,
fell
man.
into a volcano is still alive, man. How the hell you gonna die from a volcano, man? All right, you continue on, man.
The magma's too slow. It's easy to escape. America's really big as shit if you think about it. We probably ain't seen 90% of Georgia. You got so many different parts of South Georgia. Of course, you know, you ride around, but it's a lot coming to America, man. It's a lot of area in America. Think about Texas. Texas is as big as all hell, man.
Yeah.
California.
You could fit all of the world's population in Duval County in Florida.
And what volcanoes can we pinpoint that's gonna be exploding in the basically area that's gonna destroy America? That's some bullshit, man.
But you know, niggas say that shit because they don't hate America, man. They want to stay here.
They trying to stay. What I'm saying, guys, teaching Edomites need to be
They need to be taught, man.
heal the lepers.
Heal.
They said it's talking about healing Edomites.
They just want to just say you want to stay here, man. That you love America.
Running out of stuff.
Just say that,
They
man.
running out.
Come on, man. I don't want no fucking volcano. Hey, I want volcanoes to destroy this place. Hurricanes, tornadoes, tsunamis, earthquakes,
Missiles,
missiles. I want anvils to fall out the fucking sky.
chariots.
Cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
Yeah, I want meatballs. I want all that shit to destroy this place, man. All of it.
Pianos.
All that shit, man.
Cloudy with a chance of
Hey,
meatballs.
he waiting on volcanoes. I want everything to be thrown here, man.
This is 1 Timothy 1:4. Neither give heed to fables
That's
and
it.
endless genealogies with spiritual questions, rather than godly edifying which is in faith, so do.
That's right, man. Don't be, giving heed, to these strange women, man. These philosophies of men, man. All right, don't be giving heed, to DNA.com, man. And all these
Yeah,
magazines,
Ancestry.
man. All right, stuff that is no end to, man. Okay, all we need, is these scriptures, man. All right, all we need is how about Shemiah.
That's right, brother.
All right, we don't have to go read all these endless books to get the understanding, man. All right, the Lord gave us these scriptures, man, the Holy Spirit, man. We say that in all humbleness and humility.
That's
man.
right, brother.
Okay, you continue on that, Joel.
Joel 2:3. A fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them.
That's right, man. The ones that's the Garden of Eden before them, man. Okay? And even when you look before, Christopher Columbus and all that came over America, man, this place was like a paradise, man.
Yep,
Beautiful, and it's still beautiful parts of America today, man.
Yeah.
Okay? Beautiful trees, waters, okay? Cattle running, in the land. Okay? It's still beautiful parts of America, man. All right?
This is the land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness.
That's right, and that's what's
That's
going
also
to
right
come to
there.
this place. This place is going to become a desolate wilderness, man. Okay?
Yeah,
Because America
that's who,
is going
you know,
to be destroyed,
that's who,
man.
the movie
Yeah,
ATL was
those
based off
missiles
of.
are going to come over here, man. All right, and going to destroy 200 million, man. Pursuant to
thought ATL,
the ninth chapter, man. 16, 15 verse.
chicken bones, walking on cigarettes, blowing rappers everywhere. This the filth of you people, man. You scumbuckets out here. It's a good enough reason why these missions got.
Let me see that.
man.
Let me see that.
Right, man.
Bro,
This
think
place
about, like you said, America was once a beautiful place,
No,
man.
of course.
From the time it was created, from the time of the flood and it spread out,
No,
this place was
no,
just being
I'm trying
preserved.
to
So how
check
many
the difference.
thousands of years was this place just beautiful? Trees growing, the air clean, you know, animals just roaming,
working.
natural resources, jewels, the whole nine. And this is what it's become. It's become a cesspool of just disgust. Just for niggas to just come ride up and down the streets in scat packs and be niggas all day, man. The Lord ain't create this land for this.
Well, yeah, and even after the industrial age, it was mass manufacturing, mass
Oh, yeah.
production. Mass production of cars, automobiles,
Trash.
industry, trash, all these different products. Like you work in these industries, you see how so much shit is just shooting down the conveyor belt. That's unnatural, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be working in the fucking corn industry. It's all kind of corn. Concept, but man, it ain't that much corn in the world, man. Where the hell they getting all this shit from? And that's really what poisoned the world, man. You got a lot of those Native Americans in the Midwest. They you can watch the documentary. I think it's Vice or Vox, one of the documentary channels. They speak about cursed by coal, how they work in them coal mines, and they killing themselves basically in them coal. They dying in them coal mines. They develop black lung because coal is very very strong, and it descends down upon the neighboring cities, and those Native Americans are just dying off. And all that coal that they're putting in production is to fuel Vegas. So you got one side of the spectrum where everybody's living lavish, partying, gambling, hookers, all these different boxers and celebrities living off the limelight of Vegas. But you got the other side of Vegas, the people that's dying for the fueling of that city, man. This place is cursed.
Yeah, and that show you the just unbalance, you know, of these Edomites, man, being in rulership, man. Okay? And you can get that on Ecclesiastes.
All right, this is Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
Yeah, that's right. Folly is set in great dignity here, man. Okay, these people ain't worried about the earth being destroyed, man. All right, they ain't worried about everything being polluted. Okay, they worried about having fun, man. Okay, especially these women, man. A lot of these nigga women, they just want to have fun, man. All right, you know, they don't want to hear America finna get destroyed. Okay, they don't want to hear the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. All right, our enemies, they're devils. Okay, you know, they're trying to destroy you. They have a perpetual hatred for you. They don't want to hear that, man. They want to hear we can all get along, man. All right, they trying to be in the same spirit as MLK, man. Okay, and he was a devil, man. All right, you continue on that. And it says, in the rich sit in the low place. Who's the rich, man? The Israelites, man. All right, we the ones sitting in the low place right now, man. All right, our enemies are ruling over us right now. Okay, we're the ones signing crime. You know, ready for our Lord, Yahweh Shah, to return, man, to redeem us from this place, man. All right, you continue on.
Verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
That's right. You know, and those horses going to power, man. Okay, and who's the servants upon horses right now, man? You damn Edomites, man.
Right.
All right, y'all the ones in the high position right now, in the top. These Edomites probably own all these buildings right here.
Exhibit
man.
A.
All right.
Yeah, they do own all these buildings.
They own
They
the
do.
street right
They
here,
do.
man. All right. You know, they're in a high position right now, man, ruling the wicked.
They
man.
own the land that the building's sitting on.
That's right, man. You know, and getting the property tax for it, man. All right.
Psalm 49:11.
You know, that's right. And also, what is that? Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. All right, so it's you damn Edomites that's in rulership right now, man. All right, the Edomites want to be everybody but who they are, man. Y'all ain't damn Japheth, man. Y'all ain't the Israelites, man. All right, you continue on.
All right,
And it's last verse. Not the last verse.
all right, Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Man, it says a prince is walking in service upon the earth, man. All right, Yasharallah. All right, the sons of Israel, we're the ones working, walking in service upon the earth, man. We're the ones getting the last hired, first fired. All right, You know, man, a lot of us, man, the majority of our nation probably only got $1,000 in their bank account, man.
If that.
You know, if that, man.
Nah, most of our nation got a negative $1,000.
Yeah,
Right.
You know, we're in a low position, man. All right. You know, working these BS jobs, okay? While these other nations, whites and rich, man. Okay? We're the ones, you know, that's running the service upon the earth, but we're Yasharal. He's a prince of the power. He's a prince of God. All right? You know, with that said, you know, that was it on that. Let another brother step up. All right?
Get Matthew 24. New side of the top.
This is Matthew 24, verse 1. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple. And his disciples came to him for to shew him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
Yep, go ahead.
I'm going to continue on. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
The end of the world. See, our forefathers, the apostles of old, the disciples of old, they was looking for the end of the world, man. This is 2,000 years ago our people was looking for the end of the world, man. But our people, for some reason, don't want the end. And they wanted it 2,000 years ago.
Yeah.
All right? We are in the end. Matter of fact, will you get Hebrews 1:1? This is the end, man. All right, we've been in the end, but we in the end of the end, man. What's that movie that was on Netflix? This is how it ends. If you people haven't noticed, when you watch Netflix now, all the movies are apocalyptic. Ain't no love movie, ain't no love stories coming out. Ain't no end of the, you know, meeting that woman in college. Love Jones. Ain't no fucking Love Jones movies coming out no more, man.
That's it.
All the movies are coming out around dealing with death, demonic stuff, and evilness, man.
Horror.
Destruction. Because that's what time we're in.
That's the only thing people want to watch at this point. That's through, man.
This ain't even real, man.
That's right,
This is a bad dream that we're in, man.
It's just word from Kabbalah.
You got Edomites skating around,
Right.
proud nigga women.
Yeah.
This ain't life. Everybody want to be red pill. Everybody want to be all this other shit. Man, the only thing you need to be is an Israelite, man.
That's right.
Because this is the ultimate piss you off about the world place, man. Whatever aspect of being pissed off in the world you are, the scriptures is the answer for you, man.
That's right.
Get that in Hebrews 1:1.
This is Hebrews 1 and verse 1. The Most High, who at sundry times and in diverse manners spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets,
Yep.
have in these last days.
These last days. This is in the book of Hebrews. Over 2,000 years ago, man. These last days. Keep going.
God, these last days spoken unto us by his Son, whom he hath appointed heir of all things.
The heir of all things. See, Yahushua, when Yahushua was born, that was the beginning of the end of the Edomite kingdom. Because you got to understand, when you read in Daniel the 2nd chapter, Daniel the 7th chapter, going into that Edomite rulership, basically, going into the Greece, Rome, right? All of that is an Edomite-based rulership. By the time Yahushua came on the scene, we was hundreds of years already into the Edomite kingdom.
That's right.
That's right.
That's why you have the book of the Apocrypha. When our people were being Hellenized. So man, Esau been ruling, man.
And the last three major kingdoms has been based off of Edomite rulership.
Yep.
Greece, pagan Rome, and then even when you go in the Holy Roman Empire, it was Jake ruling, but that was Jake taking over from Esau.
Right.
And then the Renaissance, which
Here
led
we
to
are,
America.
into those 10 toes, man. So we in the end of Esau, man.
Esau had a good.
All right, man. To hell with the 2/3 of you being mad at Esau, man. Life as it is mad at Esau, man.
Right.
These trees gonna start just falling on you crackers. These trees gonna start taking you out, man.
Yeah.
All right, they just gonna start just committing suicide, man. Fuck it. Birds is gonna start attacking you devils. Your puppy, your poodle that you love. The Lord gonna put the spirit on his ass and he gonna be over you in the bed chewing on your fucking neck, man. Cujo, like the brother said, man.
Yeah, they had a lot of those cases anyways. A couple years back, that one lady had that monkey tore her.
Man, slap the face off that hoe, man.
Slapped the face. Her face was upside down after that.
Hey, like I'm talking about Travis.
Family Guy,
The guy's
upside
face
down.
upside down.
Yeah. Talking about Travis the chimp.
Yep.
That chimp was in the spirit though.
It was in the spirit.
Turn her face backwards and sideways.
These zoo animals, all right? See, you people, under this devil's rulership, these devils have made you people believe that there's no spirit. You know, that's what these people have become to understand. Oh, these trees, there's no spirit in it. These animals, there's no spirit in it. They're just stupid animals. No, there's a spirit of the Lord in it. Matter of fact, you know what that is in James? Where the spirit goeth up. Animals. Where's that at where animal spirit go up?
Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes,
Somebody get that?
That's a spirit, man.
I think that's
We got it?
7.
Spirit of man go upward.
Bring out what you got.
Spirit of
Right,
man go
right.
down.
All right, come. This is Isaiah 14, verse. I started 7. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice.
Yeah, like when Simba came into power in Lion King. The whole earth was renewed. All the animals. Hey, that gazelle in Lion King that probably got his ass ate that next day was rejoicing. You see what I'm saying? Because everything is suffering under this white man's rulership, man. So the hell with Jake waking up, man. The 144,000 and the 1/3 gonna wake up, and everybody else keep having your fun. Have fun. First of all, the word fun goes into being distracted, man. Amused. Why do you want to have fun? That Murphy, we could get that too in Ecclesiastes. You got that in Ecclesiastes with actually?
3:21.
What is it?
I'll read it.
You got to go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 3:20. I start at 19. For that which befalleth the sons of men befalleth beasts. Even one thing befalleth them, as the one dieth, so dieth the other. Yea, they have all one breath, so that a man have no preeminence above a beast, for all is vanity.
Yep.
All go up unto one place.
And all spirits. So when your dog dies, his spirit go like what's the saying? All right. See, man. Hey, you see us.
And we all local. You shall see.
See us. I'm tired of these people, man. But going back to the scriptures, man. Like that movie, All Dogs Go to Heaven. That's a true statement.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay.
All dogs do go to heaven. All right. But the difference between them is with the animals are in perfect order. So when they die, their spirit go up and they come right back down. There's no place for judgment for them because they're not under the law. So all animal spirits. So the point of what I'm proving is there's a spirit in all animals, man. Any more to that?
All go unto one place. All are of the dust, and all turn to dust again.
Yeah. So the dog, it decays like you. You a human, you die. Your spirit leaves you. Your flesh decays, you die. But the difference between you and the animals is you come back every 3 to 4 generations. All right? But the point of it all is there's a spirit in all life. Hell, there's a spirit in these cars, spirit in everything, because everything that you see in front of you come from what? It's from the earth. Everything's gonna turn on you so-called white people, man. And the 2/3 of our nation, man.
That's right.
It's just gonna get to a day, it's gonna be total chaos and craziness out here. Y'all people getting all shook up about a Jake woman baby getting chopped out of her stomach, man.
Oh yeah, Chicago.
Hey, it's gonna be freaky shit happening in the world, man.
Worse than that.
The baby just decided to crawl out your stomach. It's gonna get crazy out here, man. You got some more?
That's a little bit
Just
more.
a little more of that?
Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward, and the spirit of the beast that goeth downward to the earth? Whereof I perceive there is nothing better than that a man should rejoice in his own works, for that is his profit. For who shall bring him to see what shall be after him?
And what's our works? Preaching and teaching his word, man. That work ain't talking about you being a carpenter and building goddamn sheds, man. Or riding by saluting us. That ain't the work, man. Jake a professional bullshit artist, man.
That's right.
And that bullshit spirit on you is gonna be the death of the majority of our nation, man.
Right.
And who's the biggest bullshitters of the nation? The women and children, man. See, everybody wanna, everything. See, right now it's beautiful in the spirit. Everything is against the man. Keep letting it be against the man. Let me look at the camera and tell this. The majority of the nation of Israel is children and women. Anybody, we got a 2/3 sign, man?
Yeah. Should be the first.
Yep.
That first one right there. Yeah.
You see this? 2/3 is majority women and children.
Hey, 1/3 is majority.
Yeah.
And 1/3 is majority. Right. But the point where but that deaf side is gonna be a, see, that's why everybody gonna be getting tripped up. That's Sandra Bland. People still talking about Sandra
Oh, yeah.
Bland, man.
Right.
She in the spirit world.
Say
Wait
her
for cheering up someone in the spirit,
her
man.
name.
That's right.
She
When you
ain't
come
thinking
back
about this place.
in the kingdom.
She's saying the hell with it. I want to come back down. I want to come back down when Yahweh Shah come back and rule the planet.
Right.
I ain't trying to come back down.
Be
there
under
to
elect
the
man.
place.
Right.
She ain't crying about you wicked niggas dying.
Right. She's saying, how long, Lord?
And she understood she got judged. You know, at the end of the day, the so-called white man, you know, he did her dirty, but she understood it's a reason behind that. You know, because when Jake get took out and Jake go to the spirit world, Jake got their wits about themselves, man.
Yeah.
See, in America, these niggas think this is a big amusement park. You know, you could go buy your ice cream, your slushies, you could go have sex with men and women, dogs and children, whatever the hell you want to do. But then right when you get shot in the head, people don't know what was the reason behind everything. They still be questioning like they've, you know, like certain unsolved cases. That's how Jake be when somebody die. I just can't get it. That was fucking judgment, man.
Simple.
It's simple.
And what they always say at the funeral, oh, he was a good man, and he always
Little rascal, man.
He said it was a
Menace to society, man.
it was a miscreant.
The world is better without him.
Put him on a
It was a
obituary
miscreant.
with some wings, man.
Yeah. Put some wings on his ass. Man. No, portray him like how he was. Put a 227 in his hand.
With the
Put a brick.
Yeah.
You know.
the money fold.
Yeah. Put what was really in his hands, man. They want to make it sound like he was a scholar reading books and shit, man. No, he was a brick flipping nigga.
He had a
Saying his favorite book in the Bible was
4.0
Psalms.
Yeah, right. He read Proverbs every night.
He was a hell out of here, man. Author with accolades.
Instagram picture doing taxi.
Right, man.
See that nigga, man. Yeah, I got
Yeah, see you on with
Tax
that.
season pictures.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 14:8. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no fella is come up against us.
See, and on the spiritual side, that's talking about, that's actual people right there. All right. So even the nations, even though they're gonna go into hardcore slavery under us for 1,000 years, they're gonna be rejoicing. They know it is like, hey, we're gonna take our ass over, but we know on the other side of this, it's like a prison. They're gonna be in a prison sitting, like how we are. We like, man, we just gotta endure. They're gonna endure. They're gonna be set up lovely, man. Now Esau, man,
It's low.
Well, he's going back in his rightful place. He where in the kingdom, he's going to be exactly where he's supposed to be.
yeah. Until we just gotta do away with his ass, man.
And that's gonna be back a Caucasian, man.
I don't even know what work really Esau gonna do in my kingdom, man, except just take ass whoopings.
He might not do
That just might be his purpose,
position.
man. His position. You so-called white people's position in the kingdom of heaven is just to get your ass whooped.
That's right.
Whipped.
Punching bag.
Whipped. All right.
Trying new wrestling moves on him.
Yeah.
I got something else I want to try on you, man.
Yeah, like
They'll be calling us.
like
You're gonna
them.
be walking this.
Look at them. Them just gonna stay on it. They don't. There's no need for clothes for them.
Right.
Your women is gonna be our fun toys.
Our
Man.
fun things. We ain't gonna need no robot dog.
Yeah.
You know.
And Moab, you're through, man. You're gonna be a true wash pot, man.
And they're gonna be calling us crackers because we're gonna have that whip on.
Oh yeah, we gonna be the new crackers.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna be the new crackers.
Updated.
Yeah, we the damn crackers.
Cracking that back.
Everybody get used to being
That's the with that
That
ride.
whip, man, that whip going.
crackers, man.
That whip gonna go from Alabama to goddamn Wyoming, man.
She gonna go from Bama.
We gonna whip ass, man.
You can have all kind of whip room specifically for whips like a damn dominatrix, man.
Right.
Whip gonna match the outfit.
Yeah.
Cata
have a whip
Cat on
maker.
Cat of nine tails.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna go with this one today.
Hell yeah. Hey, cause
They
you
have
know,
one with electricity in it.
you get that Revelation 13, it says that recompense, man. Because they whipped Yahweh Shah. Technically, they
Yeah.
hung Yahweh Shah.
Yeah.
That crucifixion was an ancient style of lynching.
What they say he was hung on the cross?
Hung on a cross. It says, "Cursed is he that hangeth from a tree."
Yep.
Now,
Yeah, you got it.
all right. This is Revelation 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Yeah, who led us into captivity? The so-called white man. You know, that's a general scripture, but that's something that Esau can't work around, man. He was the main culprit. The Jews, they were the financiers, so to speak, of the slave ships. Those slave ships, it took a lot of money to build those ships, man. Hey, it was Jews that actually helped Christopher Columbus actually get to America.
Yeah.
You know, he was a
Financed.
Jew. He was financed, of course, by Ferdinand and Queen Isabella also. But for the most part, it was the so-called white man. All right.
It was the Moors that helped them, so-called Moors. Got Jake that helped them, get over here.
And you know, the Arabs, they partook in. That's why they go into slavery too.
Oh yeah.
All these different nations, because you had an Arab slave trade.
Yeah, the whole Arab slave trade.
Keep going.
I'm gonna continue on. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Yeah, you just had, and Esau had all kind of fun killing us, man. He's still killing us with the sword, man. What's the modern day sword, man? Really, the pin. This devil is such a weapon. He turned pins into a sword, man. His penmanship be whooping our ass, man. Yeah, sign the contract. Yeah, sign right here.
South Park did an episode on that. Where all
Yeah.
the things that he signed, he was like, "It's in the contract." I forget.
Oh, that was the iTunes, the
iTunes.
human centipede.
Yeah.
He had in his the contract that, well, you clicked it, you accepted it.
Oh, talking about
On South Park, and he made it.
South
Put
Park,
the
yeah.
three humans together and
Yeah.
shit. And his contracts, nobody ever reads that when you update your
Yeah, the
your
end
app.
of his I was like, God damn.
And Esau knows that, man. Esau know that you signing up for stuff, you want a job. Did you click the box to acknowledge that you read? Ain't nobody reading all this shit, man. It'd be a long ass scroll, man.
It's
Because
like you
Esau
gotta-
knows.
You gotta click it just to even get on there.
Yeah.
It's
Esau,
not like
man.
I don't click it and I get to use some of the features. Now you gotta click it to use all the
You gotta
features.
accept it.
And if you don't accept it, it's certain things. If you don't accept it, you can't. Like how you say, you can't even use your phone.
Yeah.
I did that one time. I actually read the fine print, and it said what they were saying in it was we get full access to access your files. We could send your information, because these tech companies, they send your shit to the government. Like this whole case with of course we're familiar with nigga news, that YNW Melly nigga. They went through all his archives, man. They went through his Instagram. They went through all his information through his phones, because they got acceptance when you actually enroll in Instagram, when you enroll in Facebook and these different programs. They have rights to go through your message board. They have rights to go through any your private sections, whatever you think. Yeah, your cookies and all that shit.
These companies sell it back and forth.
And they sell it back and
You know,
forth.
this guy told me Google, when you go on Google gonna get all your information. They're gonna sell it to Amazon. Amazon gonna take their information and sell it to Google.
Oh well, Facebook is like the main, the main.
And that's why
company behind it.
this guy told me when Facebook had that shutdown a few months ago, when they shut down for a while, everybody was bugging out. It was because they was going through it and they was deleting things that showed that proved that they be doing that shit, man. What these people don't want to wake up. This is prison, man. All right, keep going, man.
Here is the patience and faith of the saints.
Yeah, so Esau, you got it bad, man. It's coming to you, man. All right, you think you're just gonna keep parading through the world, fucking it up, man? Even if we give you another 20 years, it'll be nothing left here. If 20 years from now, it ain't gonna be shit here. Everybody gonna die. These women are proud out of their goddamn mind. These men are fagged the fuck out. Give it another 5. What does 5 more years have for Atlanta? Think about 5 more years of growth in Atlanta. 5 more years of more people moving here. I told somebody, I was like, well, shit, this is gonna get to a point where the whole city is gonna fall in the earth. These places weren't meant to pack just
Concentrated.
concentrate people to the extent that it's concentrated. All this land, like how you said, how big of America is, but we got to go up. Really? That's the thought. It's concrete everywhere. It's water pipes and gas lines all under these places. What shut down 285 the other day? The streets buckled up. Go to matter of fact, go back to Isaiah 14, man.
If I can make a
Go ahead, brother.
These people, the reason why all these people come in here is because the Lord got it set up for them to be in these concentration camps. When you look at the different concentration camps, the female barges and whatnot, the gulags, whatever you want to call it, internment camps, most of them are here in Georgia. So, like, I remember you did a lesson, the lesson about many people moving here.
Yeah.
They're moving to these high-end lofts. All right, all they're doing is getting set up to be thrown in a
It's a prison.
concentration camp. Yeah.
This is a prison. Get on the camera if you can. It looks nice as hell, you know. But what's the difference between that and
It's a prison.
the prison off of over in the cab, over Memorial? What's the difference?
Prisons are high rises.
Prisons are high rises with less amenities.
Well, look, when you look at project homes and the ghettos and shit, those are prisons too, because they took that prison style of structuring, and then they built those ghettos one or the other. The ghettos they built like prisons, the prisons they built like ghettos, and then they just threw them in the suburbs and just packed a couple niggas in there and charged them $3,000 a month for rent. 2-3 G's, man. And you got niggas that pay that shit. And when you go in these joints, they boxes.
It's the worst. But we had a few brothers. Well, I repent. We had a few niggas. All right, that lived in one of these high rises. Man, it was the worst experience going into it.
It's
Man.
horrible, man.
It was the worst experience. You know, every time you go in, they got to give you a pass to go into the parking deck. You got to take an elevator to another elevator. Then you got to go to the front desk. You got to check in. Some of these places, you got to give your ID.
But they have the fob with the chip in it.
Yep.
To get, like once you get in the elevator, you gotta have the fob there, otherwise you can't go.
You can't go up. You just be standing on the elevator, hitting the button. It's prison. It's a $1 million prison, man. But these people, they fly here, they flock here.
Fire,
That's the
fire.
sheep that they are.
They ain't in spirit. Fire, that's what's
Hey, that's right. Fire is coming to America.
It's coming to it.
All right. But what does 5 years have for here, man? Think about it. Does Atlanta have 5 more years?
No, it's not.
No, I mean, just looking at it, man. And how much
feel
more
like it
people,
was-
like, everybody's, think about it. Look at New York. Look at New York, LA, San Francisco, Houston, Miami, New Jersey, Chicago, Detroit. Do you want to move to Detroit?
Hey,
Is that it? Do you want to visit Detroit?
Hell.
You want to go to
Detroit
Richmond,
messed up,
Virginia?
Nigga, water still fat.
Yeah, they water.
Huh? Milwaukee, is that you want to move to Milwaukee?
shit, Los Angeles.
You want to go to Los Angeles right now?
Hey,
You know what? Who's going to these places? You want to go to Chicago? You want to go to Chicago?
Yeah.
Take the family to Chicago?
I'm gonna
Trip.
make it back.
Think about it.
you guys make a quick U-turn.
Nobody who in their mind wants to move to these places?
Well, they trying to get the hell out of those places.
Those places,
Right.
people are getting the hell out of there.
Well, you watched that
Those
Minister
one-
Society, what was that, in the 90s? And Kane, he was trying to come to Atlanta, and that was all the way back then, man.
Early
Yeah.
90s.
That was the early 90s.
Well, you know, Atlanta for Jake, like New York, Atlanta was like a neutral zone. Everybody was coming. They've been slowly but surely coming here, and now you see what it is now. But they put the spirit out there in the movies.
See?
We're gonna go to Atlanta. We're gonna go to Atlanta. These rappers was talking about, I got a little house in Atlanta.
Yep.
You know.
I'm telling you, Atlanta,
Yeah.
everybody's coming here. But it's going to reach a point where you got to think it's only, listen, that's why you have fire marshals.
Shit gotta be
That
crazy.
building right there,
Gotta be.
that building has a certain amount of people that it can fit in it. It can only fit 200. Once you go over 200, it's a fire hazard.
But you know, that's the main reason why they gentrifying these outskirt areas, and they kicking niggas from the west side, all these different parts of Atlanta, because it's expanding, man. And that's really pushing the homeless out. They trying their best, their damnness, to expand and put more money in the metropolitan area, in the outskirts of the city, for more attraction.
Right.
More things of that
Right
nature.
by Georgia 400 too.
Mm-hmm.
We got construction going on. You know, like you keep going up.
Oh yeah, Sandy Springs.
Yeah, Sandy Springs 285. And they putting a whole new expansion on the exits out there.
Yeah, it's crazy up there what they doing. They making that to another spaghetti.
That's why it be so much traffic up there.
See what I'm saying?
I remember when I was in high school, my brother know too, because he sent me an article. And when I was in high school at Pembroke High School on the west side, it was too many kids. It was about 3,000 kids.
Yeah,
I think
there's a lot of
I
students.
think you're supposed to have at least what?
700.
See, 700.
I think you can have a thousand, right? Or
At
they
that
lowered it.
particular
Something like a
Oh, okay, particular school.
Because you know
okay,
in schools you had like you
I
have
know
like
some schools you be like
1A,
8, 9,
1A,
2,
2A, 3A, 4A,
Yeah.
5A schools. So.
Yeah,
And it was a 5A school, and it was
that's
still
probably
packed,
what it is. Probably gonna have less.
you know.
Less
And then he
students.
just sent me an article, what, a month ago? It was still packed, and they got caught.
Yeah.
You know. So now they got to cut that down. This place is just getting filled up, man.
Think about these
With
apartments. Think about these apartments. Everybody's guilty of this. Jacob get an apartment. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It be one name on the lease and 8 niggas living in it.
Yeah.
That's a normal recurring thing in all of these houses, man.
In LA, yeah.
It's being fattened up. Go to Joel 3 and 13. I want to go back to Isaiah 14 too.
Yep, that's why the rent be $1,500 a month. So we know 6 of y'all niggas pay.
Right.
Yeah, I got
shit
a
up.
precept too.
Okay, come. The city is packed, man. That's why the Lord gonna bring a nice, juicy sacrifice here. Too many people, man. Like, I ain't gotta say that. It was just here on the earth.
God. This is Joel 3 and verse 13.
Yep.
Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full.
It's full. Lord is about. The Lord ain't about. You don't sacrifice an animal when it's light in the ass, right? You wait till it's nice and juicy and plump. That's what the Most High is doing with this place, man. He's waiting until this place is just. And you know how you when you cook a chicken or whatever, you can do the injections.
Yeah,
You inject juices into it. Man, you want to inject so much juice into it that it springs a leak.
Hell yeah.
That's what the Lord is doing to this place. He is fattening up, man. Jake is on a high horse. Jake is full of pride, full of just thinking that they on top of their game, they untouchable.
That's why the scriptures say, don't be tarrying, man. You know, the Lord's gonna catch y'all on y'all security. You know, when y'all driving around your Rolls Royce, your Porsches, you know, banging all these different men, women, and women sucking this dude up and that dude up. Y'all think y'all in y'all security, man, which is wicked. You know?
That's right, brother.
And the Lord's gonna come back and visit you and put all you motherfuckers to death, man.
That's right, brother.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
All right, this is Isaiah 34, verse 6. The sword of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness.
You gotta remember our Lord. First of all, when you read Exodus 15 and 3, it says what? The Lord is the Lord of somebody get that real quick, man. Get Exodus 15 and 3.
Oh yeah.
That's why he has a sword, but we're gonna go to his father.
Yep.
This is Exodus 15 and verse 3. The Lord is a man of war.
Yeah, man of war, man. So what is his son? His son's gonna be a man of war. All right? Look at King David. When you read the account of King David, he had cheerleaders cheering him on because he said King David has slain tens of thousands.
Yep. Just him.
Just him. Then he had all his mighty warriors, mighty men behind him. Between them, they probably bodied millions of Philistines and other men. Millions.
They cleaned up shop.
Millions of thousands.
You see that?
That was a lot of people in the ancient world too.
But brothers could maybe look up when you get a chance. But the kill sheet of the Lord in the Old Testament, you had scholars trying to calculate.
Yeah.
Man, they did it through pestilence, through famine, through King David's wars. The bloodiest, I think they said the bloodiest book was Samuel. I forget, but it was a lot of numbers. Yeah, that kill sheet of the Lord. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can pull it up.
See? This is the nature of the power that we worship.
Al-Ashad.
That's right, that Al-Ashadiyah, man. That demon, terrible like power.
That's the like when you read in the scriptures where it says God Almighty, that's Al-Ashad.
And he's gonna bring that, he's gonna reintroduce himself, man.
Hey, like,
You can tell
and like,
all- like,
well, I just gonna say, like, they had these movies with, Jim Carrey and of the other guy, Jim Carrey with Bruce Almighty,
Yep.
Evan Almighty. You know, they kind of made like a campy comedy about, you know, the end of the world or like Noah.
Yeah.
You know, like all, but now when you go into like what God Almighty means, which they had the title of the movie be a parody of that. That's like you just said, that terrible demon-like power, Al-Shaja, meaning death and destruction. Because the flood wasn't just necessarily about saving the souls. The Lord flooded the whole earth at that time, man. Not many people died. Hundreds of thousands and millions of people died. Animals, creatures, people died in that flood, man. That the whole world has a creation story based off of. You know?
See?
That's that terrible power. You
He
know?
wants you all to be at peace and think he does. That's like the ultimate, man. That's the ultimate thief, man. People just think, oh man, whatever, ain't no power. Oh, ain't no rain. Rain? Rain?
Rain.
What the fuck is rain?
Rain.
All right.
Man,
Wait, no,
it's like, because you can tell he's a terrible demon-like power because he's preparing us spiritually. You know, we're seeing judgment everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother said earlier, you go on Netflix, all you see is apocalyptic movies, man. You know, they're letting us know what time we're in too spiritually, and these people know it too. But like I said last week, as long as Esau keep putting fish in the sci-fi in front of it, niggas they believe it. You know,
That's right.
he's just fattening these wild great parts, man. You know,
Fiction
just
is
fattening their minds, man. Yeah, they in there security, riding around.
Oh.
If something pop off, man. You know, I'm gonna just get the cereal out
that's
the
how
pantry.
Jake don't believe it.
So some rice.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
they think.
gonna get my Mac. You know, you remember the movie we saw last night, so I want y'all to do that. Man, hell no, man. You know, the Lord's about to come back. Man,
Even these movies aren't able to depict the reality of what's gonna come on this place.
Right.
Yeah.
They only depict it from a simple place,
From their imagination.
from their imagination. But as the scriptures tell us in Isaiah the 55th chapter, the Lord's thoughts are higher than our thoughts, man. So the Lord's thoughts is out there, man. Okay? Keep going.
I'm reading from the time again, Isaiah 34 verse 6. The sword of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, is filled with blood.
Yeah, see, I was saying that to say our forefathers, starting with our power, they're bloody. They love blood. They gets down with the blood, man. All right. They don't want to go to war. Like, what's war? How is that war when it's just two people? When you are bloodthirsty? Think about it. No, you want to slay as much as you possibly can. Think about you in the spirit. Like one of our brothers at our camp say, he said, man, we've experienced a lot of things in Babylon, but we haven't experienced taking an enemy's life, man.
Right.
So when the Lord give you that green light, you just gonna choke out one, eat them. Okay.
All right.
Satisfied.
I satisfied my
Satisfied.
life.
Right.
Nah, it's good to say we're gonna that we shall meditate terror. You know?
You gotta understand the Lord's Spirit gonna be put on us, man. Like he said, you should be turning to hunters. He's molding us right now. You know, he's molding us right now to see judgment everywhere. We meditating upon terror. You know, oh, this bitch get on my nerves. I'm gonna fuck her up. You know, it's a transition, man. He's gonna mold us to our fullest in that day, man. He's gonna put the spirit on us, turn us into hunters, man. We're gonna be hunting. It ain't gonna be, oh, we're gonna get one Edomite out the way. Nah, he gonna say, get him.
Yeah, get that
You
one
know?
shot chase 1,000.
That's right.
Yep.
You know, we're gonna know we at the end. We're gonna see the Leviathan, the apparitions. We're gonna know, man. We're gonna know the spirit is with us. And trust and believe. Not only me, but it's a lot of brothers that want to get back on you niggas and you nigga women and you wicked ass children, man.
That's right.
You know? We
gotta throw that
gonna fuck y'all up, and Lord willing, we be a part of that number.
That's
man.
right. That's music to my ears right there. Bring it out, brother. Yes.
Deuteronomy chapter
Yes.
29, verse 30. How should one chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 to flight?
How would? That's a question. So how is one gonna put 1,000 and two gonna put 10,000?
10,000.
How is two
Is it
men?
10,000?
2 men.
Two men put 10,000 to flight.
So really, the
Hey,
first
Mark.
one, the first was like we saw show one put 1,000 to flight. He was just throwing a number out there because you talking about 10,000. Imagine your power multiplied because you got a brother with you. Now you're extra amp.
That's like, go to
And Vegeta, yeah. Yep.
How much more 144,000?
Right.
Taking
How
out
much
billions.
more a camp of 50 men
Right.
in the spirit?
A camp of 10.
How
Camp
Clean
much
out the
more a
city.
camp of 100?
Shit,
Hey, that's
2
how you
man
know we
camps.
and we in some beautiful times, man, because
Yep.
the Most High be setting us in these big ass cities fully populated. We in Atlanta for a reason, man. You know, that's why you got to gear your mind and actually read these scriptures and get in the spirit of it. Because when those men, just like in the time of Joshua, when Joshua went to the land of Jericho and went to apprehend Israel, whoever stood in his way was getting their fucking head chopped off, man. 31 kings, including their major armies, got took down by the hand of Joshua. The Old Testament is nothing but bloodshed, man.
Yeah.
Havoc. You know, and with when the Most High, or excuse me, when the Israelites needed help, the Most High, he dropped fire and brimstone. You know, he helped the Israelites out even in the midst of certain wars, man.
Yeah.
He let the sun stay up for 2 days straight,
Yeah.
just so that they could get enough sunlight to kill off all the enemies. And the Lord is gonna put that terrible spirit back in the earth. He's gonna show that He is the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and He's with the Israelites, the elect of Israel.
That's
Hey,
right.
Genesis the 14th chapter goes into Abraham, where it say he came from the slaughtering of the kings.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
No matter if no. He slaughtered the different kings just for Lot, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
And somebody can get that scripture. Some Genesis like 14:1.
It is made fat with fatness and with the blood of lambs and goats.
Yeah, these people are the sacrifice, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, like we were saying, that's why the Lord is really making these people fat as hell too, man. All right, that's part of it too. They
Right,
fat.
so they
They're gonna be
can't run.
easy to get to, man.
Easy to
All right, because really, truthfully speaking, man, that overweight shit, man, that's because these niggas be eating crabs and they bloated, man.
Yeah.
They're bloated with disgusting, foul things, man.
water.
That's why the black woman is cellulited out.
Yep.
Because the scriptures call it that. What does the scriptures call it? That cellulite is
It's when that thyroid.
thyroid. That's given to an adulterous woman, man.
Yeah, there you go.
They that messed up. Yeah, this is the.
Because a lot of that food, right? Hey,
Fat bitch
and
in
because
the
a lot of that food got like an excess of iodine, and that messes with your
pH.
pH levels, like especially when it comes down to your genital area. So that's why it's like when you got, like, for example, they call semen for a reason. That's like, we came out of the water, so it's like fish too. So not only are you eating abominable seafoods, you got multiple semen in you. That's why the stench come out. That's why they thyroid, because it's like a chemical reaction. You got over of what you need in your system, man.
Yeah, this place gotta go, man.
Men too.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh man. Oh.
shoot, you going into a dirty box? Shit. What you think you gonna get out?
This is how you know the spirit of the Lord is true. Just a little small testimony. The last time I got a physical, I was 17 in high school, right? So I just get my physical last week. They looking at me like, oh, when the last time you had a physical? I said 17. I was in high school. Oh well, you still perfectly fine. Your heart rate, your blood rate's good. Your blood pressure's good. And then in my head, I'm like, yeah, because I'm not eating this shit right here, man.
You're not eating
that
that.
you niggas love eating.
Mm-hmm.
All the fucking crabs, shrimp, goddamn whatever the fuck this is. blood liver. Yeah. We not eating that shit, man. We here.
Living
Through the inspiration of Yahweh Shem Shah to tell y'all to stop eating this shit so that y'all can live longer and live right in righteousness. But you guys want to fan y'all heads and look like this nigga right here, man.
Yeah.
I'm looking
All
like
that
that.
and sloppy.
And
man.
what can a nigga like that do on the battle, man?
Why-
Hey, if I would choose out of him and that dude from 300 with the humpback, I'd choose to do with the
Humpback, yeah, because he's ready to go. He trained.
He's a little bit more mobile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That fat nigga can't do nothing, man.
Now you all fucked up, health-wise. Why the fuck the Lord would save you, man? If you couldn't even
Niggas all down.
cut out the simple shit,
Bacon
man.
right there.
Start eating all this abominable shit, man.
Frog legs.
So why would he save you?
And every time you look on your side of town, it's a new juicy crab opening up.
Uh-huh.
That's the only restaurants that open up in the city now.
It's one that just opened up.
These steamed seafood spots you can go in and get more oysters and crabs and
Uh-huh.
And they taking EBT for it.
Yep.
Help
And that's
niggas
some shit.
get fatter.
Hey, that's some shit though. You can't take that EBT to Chipotle.
Hell no.
They do EBT for that shit.
Yeah,
Ain't that some shit? Yeah, they do EBT.
Yeah,
They said
do
EBT.
Shoot, me numbers.
Keep going.
Fish numbers out me numbers.
With the fat of kidneys of rams for the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua had a sacrifice in Basra.
Yeah, and you people are the sacrifice, man.
Damn flounder, please.
All right. Matter of fact, hold that and go to 2 Peter 2:12 or 2
Once
and
they
10.
get it, they get the shrimp.
To prove to why y'all are gonna get sacrificed, man. Because y'all are animals.
Oyster.
All right, you people, you live your life as a bunch of animals, man. You have sex with whatever, you
Yep.
eat whatever, you live an animalistic life.
Brute beast.
You're
Yeah,
brute
you
beast.
don't say brute beast.
That's why they look and smell like whatever, man.
Yeah. It's like they tell people to go back to Africa. This is the goddamn Sahara of Africa. This is the animal.
This is a
man.
jungle.
Home.
Oh, this is a jungle.
This is a jungle here, man. You got it? Second
Broken
what is it? Yeah,
down.
read 2 and 10.
This is 2 Peter 2 verse 10. But chiefly them that walk after the flesh in the lust of uncleanness.
Yeah, that's these people. Their lust is all towards uncleanliness, man. These people don't desire righteousness. They love darkness. There's not a good bone in a nigga.
One righteous bone.
There is not one righteous bone in a nigga.
Tell you that in Psalms, there's none that do good, no, not one.
See?
Yep.
They all call evil good and good evil.
Yep.
That's why he said woe unto you. You love living in darkness. And what you do is darkness, what you eat is darkness, and you become darkness, man. That's why he's saying woe unto you, man. You know? Here it is, the brothers coming out here in season and out of season to preach unto you people, letting our light shine unto you through Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But you guys want to still walk around in darkness, man, in the valley of shadow of death.
So fuck them.
Yeah, fuck y'all, man.
To hell with the 2/3 of the nation, man.
Yep.
They gotta die, man. I'm tired of looking. 2/3 of the nation of Israel gotta die.
That's right.
Judgment is swift. Judgment is coming on niggas, man. All right, a nigga literally would do the same shit that he's doing today 100 years from now. If it was up to him, he would still work that factory job. A nigga want to stay in America because he got hoop dreams, man. You know how many niggas in the LA Fitness right now don't want to leave Babylon because they think they're going to play for the Hawks one day? Bro, you're 34 with bad knees.
Right.
It's time to get to Babylon.
Rap dreams.
Rap dreams.
Rap dreams. You
That's
had that
even
nigga.
worse.
What was that old head? Oh, remember, what was his name? 50 Savage? Remember the whole 21 Savage shit?
Oh, yeah.
He had a guy that what was it? No, his name was like 52 Savage or
Oh,
something.
yeah, they kept going up. They kept going up with the
Nah,
numbers.
his name was
Nah, he said
Savage.
something savage.
It was some Savage. He was missing on his TV. He was an old ass nigga. He was like 51 Savage or something. He was old. Still trying to be a rapper.
You got Jake old as hell still trying to be
Missing all his teeth.
Hey, Jake be 40 years old
Don't
still
be a
trying to do
granddad,
comedy.
man.
And you got Jake old as hell still trying to be comedians. Like, nigga, be a serious grown man.
I picked up a guy. My first person I picked
You know
up
what I'm
this
saying?
morning.
Be a serious
He's talking about
grown man.
he's a comedian. Told me a joke I heard from somebody else. Talking about, yeah, I'm funny like that. No, you still jokes, you old nigga.
Right.
Dude was 42 years old. Talking about he's a comedian. Right. No, it's time to be serious,
Like I
man.
said, it's time to be serious, man.
Keep going.
Shit.
And despise government.
What government do these people despise? The government of Yasha'al of Israel, man.
That's right.
Our people don't want to come back to this, man. Our people do not want to. Listen, man. The majority of the nation of Israel do not want to come back to this. They hate order. They hate it. Like how you hate pork, is how they hate order. That's why I said earlier. I said the women of our nation will literally, they will choose to serve Satan than be under the tutelage and rulership of you as a man.
Hey, spot on, man. Jake is niggas, man. I remember I was even on a job. This nigga was talking about fucking abominable food, like crab, like stuff he used to eat and shit like that. But I was like, you ever had lamb? He gave me that look like, I just want to see how you react. He was like, I said, man, you talking about that high class rich nigga shit.
Lamb?
I said, but I'm thinking like, so you want to talk about low class, but you saying it like it's a negative image when it comes to lamb, but this nigga talking about crab, octopus, squid, all this low abominable bullshit, man.
Ain't lobster supposed to be some high class rich nigga type
And
shit?
they charge both.
Lobster, lobster. If you go into the history of lobster was considered a poor man's food. They used to serve in the New England area back in the turn of the century, the 1900s and so on, 1800s.
Lobster and shit.
They used to serve lobster to prisoners because there was just so much of it. But Esau, being the devil that he is, he knows how to market wickedness.
Right, and then when Esau used to go out there fishing, they would catch, you know, like certain animals. So instead of throwing them back, or we'll just keep them and feed the prisoners off of, you know, because they had the prisoners out there outside of New York in the harbor and stuff. Where the prisoners, they just give them the shellfish, the lobsters, the crab.
The prisoners had to literally protest. They had to literally protest to stop getting served lobster. But Eve wants you to pay $50 for lobster for her every Saturday.
Right.
Shows you how big of a prisoner the goddamn nigga woman is, man.
Yeah, and lobsters, when you go into classification, they're known as crustaceans.
Yeah.
And crustaceans is the same class cockroaches are in, man.
Yep.
Zero.
And, that's why they what? Bottom feeders. And when you bust lobster open and smell it,
That shit is disgusting.
I remember I ate lobster back in the world. I didn't like that shit. Like, you know, niggas like crab. I tried that lobster. I'm like, what the fuck? This shit tastes like dirt. And this is what everybody covered, man. Lobster, squid.
Yeah, you ain't getting no box from Eve if you ain't giving a lobster.
Right. Hey, I went to one.
Surf and turf.
I went to like a crab.
That's what she smelled like.
Like my family had like a crab boil, right? So, you know, like you get the crab legs, or you get like the crab body, right? Man, number one, I couldn't crack the damn leg, and then when I did get to it, that junk was disgusting, man. I ate the barbecue chicken, man. I ate the corn,
And then
barbecue chicken. I couldn't eat no crab, man.
Jake be eating all of that shit. They eat the guts of the crab, crawfish.
I got
Make me
pizza.
sick, man.
Yeah, man. Man, I'm about to reject that shit. I'm like, hell no. Look,
I got something. This is Isaiah 65:2. I've spread out my hands all the day unto a rebellious people, which walketh in a way that was not good.
Yeah, now where'd that spread come from? Psalms the 19th chapter. The word of the Lord is testified day to day, night to night, man. Through the Urim and the Thummim, the internet. You can watch, it's probably people right now watching videos we did at 6-7 years ago.
Yep.
Right now, because the word is being pushed out, so it's spread out. That's why we said earlier, our people don't have an excuse, man.
Nope.
That's right.
That's how you know GMS is shut down. The word is the word is out.
The word is out.
How much more pushing of the word? We got to keep pushing, but the dynamics of the truth is going to change, man.
Walketh in a way that was not good after their own thoughts. A people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face, that sacrificeth in gardens and burneth incense.
Now, what's everybody into now? What is Eve seriously into right now? The universe. You know, the universe, I throw it to the universe and the universe gives it back to me.
Yeah, frequency.
The frequencies,
We're all
your
gods
bad-
and goddesses.
Your bad vibes are throwing me off.
Yep.
Mother Nature.
Positivity. Just throwing positivity your way.
All my haters.
See videos on Twitter, Eve with sage sticks. You know,
Yeah,
man.
that's right. Like, yeah.
Yeah, Sage's purchases at an all-time high, man.
Sage, hey, Sage sales went
Sage and Palo Santo sticks.
85%, man.
Well, she's a demon.
Yeah, right?
110%.
Yeah, like
You
she's
burning to get the demons out, bitch. Kill yourself.
Right. They wonder
You the
why it
demon.
ain't working. It's you.
Right.
The demon gonna come out and be like, man, just be honest with you, really. You know, you really the biggest demon in this house.
I know.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bitch.
You need to eat that damn sage, man.
Sage is not gonna work.
Hey,
A minor demon manifests to tell Eve, you trying to get rid of me.
you gotta get rid of me. You the one that gotta
You the
leave.
one, man.
You gotta make us leave.
Yeah, keep going.
All right. And burneth incense upon altars of brick.
It is these witches, man.
Yep.
All right? The black woman is the biggest witch on the planet Earth, man.
Y'all in that voodoo.
Well, that's why they fill their faces up and paste themselves with mascara.
Yeah.
You look on Instagram now, they got this one of them apps. Now the men
Snapchat.
Snapchat. Now the men turning to women and the women men and shit.
That shit's so fucking.
And there's gonna be a lot of Jake that's gonna get catfished off that shit, man. That's why you gotta calm that social media shit down, man. There's a lot of posers and shit. You be talking to a chick, you rapping all good and shit, thinking that, yeah, this the one right here. Meet up with her, she get fucking it
Looking like Freddy.
Yeah, look
He
like
said look like what,
straight up nigga, man. Beard hair more than you, man.
That's, man. But Jay don't want to leave America.
But I was gonna say also that word mascara. When you look up, you know, all these women,
Mask.
that's their main thing is mascara. It really goes into like you just said, mask. So mask really goes into witchcraft, because the witches in Egypt, they would use mascara as a sign of worship, and they would use that as a reflection of the demons or the spirits.
They're like
Yeah.
goth people.
Like goth.
Right. Yeah, because I was gonna say because like if you look at the royalty, like in the hieroglyphs with the ancient Egypt, the gods used to have the that's where you get the Iron Horse.
Iron Horse.
It's the eye with the mascara painted on. All the witches would wear it, the warlocks would wear it, the royalty would wear that. Cause it's like
Quan Chi
it's-
on Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Because it's basically it's them putting on another face, well, meaning it's the God manifesting through them, their power through them.
Doctors, they put that white, like on, they do in Africa, like that, what was that movie?
Ocean.
But, Busta Rhymes video.
Yeah,
put
that
your hands
white,
where your eyes can see.
uh-huh.
They had all that white on.
Yeah, that's Ocean and Ocean, and that go back to all them old Yoruba guys. That's Levi and them doing that damn witchcraft. I'm like, God damn.
Even when they do those rituals, they go in the fucking the temple with a fucking mask. They'll walk with a knife, a stab. They'll have the woman see these colors and shit. She doing some weird freaky dances. It's all
Yeah, Esau
all
do
moving
that.
to fucking witchcraft.
That's what, but it's fine. Let them do their witchcraft, man. What did the Lord say in Micah the 5th chapter?
Oh shoot.
The Lord said He's gonna cut off all witchcraft, man.
That's right.
Any more there, bro?
Yeah, that is heavy.
This is under the word mascara. It says the source of the word mascara is unclear. The Spanish word mascara, meaning mask or stain.
Right.
I'ma jump. There's even a strong support for a possible source from the Arabic word mascara or buffoon. The Hebrew word mashaqwa rawath, as relating to women's eyes, is found in Isaiah 3:16. And then, of course, Isaiah 3 goes into a curse out of these scandalous hoes, man. Latin treatises sometimes use the word mascara when referring to witches.
Yeah. What's she doing? She's putting on all that to trick your ass, man. You think you got you a 20 and you get all that shit off of her? She's a negative 10.
She's a negative 20.
These women are deceitful as hell, man. Any more to that?
Yeah, a little bit more. It says, which remaineth among the graves and lodge in the monuments, which eat swine's flesh and broth of abominable things is in their vessels.
What is that broth of abominable? That's your crabs, man. Your crab boils.
I mean,
Every
the sign
Friday,
back-
get the sign out again. Where
The sign
every
gotta come
Friday,
back
where
out.
Eve going to, man? Eve
Red
ain't think
Lobster?
about going to kill me crazy.
Papados.
Red lobster.
That's
Red
she want
Lobster.
to get that, man.
Yep.
She want
Yeah, spawn divots.
She want spawn divots. Yep, that's another
Goose
one.
Chris.
You know, she want lobster, crab. She wanted to bring a pot to the table. With a big thing of butter with potatoes and how you think it's gonna have sausage in it?
Well, you know, another way you know you can't, you're not supposed to eat crab, the hard exoskeleton, man.
Well, yeah.
When you're dealing with
Can't crack it.
Yeah, it's damn near hard. If you can't crack it with your hand, you damn sure ain't supposed to eat it. You got to get all these different devices.
Tools. You gotta get like a hammer, or they give you the nutcracker to do it. The
You know how
nutcracker.
hard it is to open up an oyster?
That shit is hard. It ain't supposed to be open.
You
Right.
you could stab your hand in the
It's a
process.
defense.
Like you know how people they call it shucking oysters, where they'll stick like a knife into it and then twist it.
Yeah,
You know,
pop it up,
you could
stab your
slip,
hand.
slip of the hand. You could stab your hand. Is it worth it?
Then it
To our
be a
people,
little
it's-
bit piece of meat in there.
Yeah, a
Y'all
little
know all that shit
Right.
for some bullshit.
That should be damn near like $60 and shit.
And Jake be
For
sick as hell after.
5 oysters.
That's disgusting, man. Any more to that?
It says, which remain among the graves and lodge in the monuments, which eat swine's flesh, and broth of abominable things is in their vessels, which say, stand by thyself, come not near to me, for I am holier than thou.
Who said, man? If you don't see a woman, then I don't know what you're seeing right there. You can't tell these women shit.
Oh, man.
You can't tell her she's wrong in any facet of her life.
Oh yeah, they hate rebuke.
stand away from me. Don't tell me I'm wrong. A woman will come out of her ass and tell her, she could be dead ass wrong, but she gonna find a way to say it's your fault that she's wrong. Before she will take credit, she will say it's her fault, it's your fault that she's wrong.
Oh, well, you'll see these videos, women get caught sleeping with some do-rag nigga in a man apartment, and she blaming this nigga. You know, done twisted the whole narrative. Were you the reason why? If you wasn't at work, working all the time, but he be like, man, I did it first. But she got all these different excuses to put the blame on, to justify.
But
Man.
then, if you was sitting at home all day tending you, she gonna cheat on you anyways because you a bum ass nigga.
Oh, go get a job, nigga.
Right, go get a job, nigga. That's why as soon as you go out with the boys, Tyrone come over here. Like,
Ain't no
but guess
pleasing
what?
him, huh?
Jake got a whole nother bitch too. Like, that's why y'all was trying to say this is an adulterous generation. You know what I'm saying?
This is the most unclean place we've ever been in as a people, man.
I got something
And
for you.
every minute that you hear it, you should hate it with a passion, man.
Next, continue
yes,
like
more.
a little bit more.
Okay.
These are smoke in my nose, a fire that burneth all the day.
Better stop before you blow a gasket.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you right into a red light. Like, what are you doing?
Showing out the who, man.
Ain't nobody on the strip.
Feel like, yeah.
Yeah, but our people, man, the point of it all is death and destruction is coming to our people, all right? And what we got to do is we just got to be staying fast in our lot and keep our integrity, go hard in the spirit, and really anything outside of that, fuck it, man.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna step down, let another brother build in the spirit, man.
Yeah.
I jumped in.
Somebody get on
You and boys.
Isaiah 19:1. Right? Yeah. Because ultimately, right, Yahweh Shai Shai is going to do away with all the evils, the witchcrafts, the wickedness that's done in this country. Okay? You got like what you were speaking. Yeah. Oh, and somebody can Isaiah 47 too. Right? Yeah, Isaiah 19, Isaiah 47. Because ultimately, like I said, you know, these people out here, they're into everything but the Lord. Okay? They're going to Satanism, they're going to religion and Christianity, they worship the universe, and when it comes down to the truth and things that they know within their spirit is right, our people just, you know, shun it away. You know? They like I say in the scripture, they pull the shoulder back. Okay? They don't want to hear it. Well, the Lord got something for them. All right? So if it got whatever scripture first.
I got Isaiah 47.
Okay. Well, matter of fact, get Isaiah 19 first. I'm going to check it. 14, 47.
Isaiah 19.
Yeah, 19 and 1.
Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 1. The burden of Egypt. Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud.
Right, and that's the chariots. That's the so-called UFOs that the CIA has actually exposed as there being like a whole conspiracy to cover them up now. Okay? The fact that there's actually what Esau calls flying saucers flying to and fro throughout the earth, that's been covered up and shown to be true. So what are those beings? Or what are those objects? Those are the chariots of the Lord. So the Lord himself, who the one in called Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai, is going to come back in one of those vehicles, okay, to judge this world. All right? Go ahead.
And shall come into Egypt.
And Egypt is America. Go ahead.
And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence.
And the idols of Egypt, all these religions and these philosophies are basically going to be eradicated, okay? Because none of these so-called truths or this wisdom that Christianity or Islam or Buddhism or Pan-Africanism brings out, it's not going to explain that event.
That's right.
Okay? Buddhism cannot explain a so-called black man coming in a ship, a flying saucer, okay? All right? With laser beams zapping people and you know, destroying whole nations of people. That philosophy can explain that.
And what about Leviathan?
Right. Leviathan, another creature coming from the ocean. Matter of fact, you got chariots that can go into the ocean and fly right back out. Okay? None of these philosophies can explain those events or those things happening. So, like what the brother just read, that these idols are going to be moved at his presence. Meaning like, oh shit, okay? Krishna and Buddha didn't teach me that. Okay? Go ahead.
And the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it.
That's right. All these people, all your minds and your hearts are going to melt because you're not going to have no understanding of what's going on. So you can continue to push out there's no God or God is a woman. Okay? Yeah, Jake pushed that stuff. You know, God is a female presence. Okay?
She, her.
Or God sees no color. Okay? Or God is a woman. You know, all that crap. Okay? But the Lord has judgment coming. And like the brother read earlier, scripture says that the Lord is a man of war. Okay? That's it. That's all you need to hear. The Lord is a man of war. Okay? So in his presence, he's going to cause you people's hearts to melt. Okay? All right? Meaning everything that you've been learning and educating yourself with is not going to explain these events that are to occur. And these events that are to occur is prophecy, man. Okay? The prophecies that are only found in the Bible, not in the Quran. Okay? And even when you go into the Quran or you go into the Book of Mormon, they'll take out whole chapters of certain books that go back to the scriptures. Like Isaiah 14 is found in the Book of Mormon. Okay? That whole chapter. I think Isaiah 14, yeah. Isaiah 14 is found in the, and where they get that from? They got it from the scriptures. Okay? All right? So you have to go back to the Bible to figure out what's really going on. All right? And that's why all these people out here are going to bug out, man. Okay? Now hold that. You got Isaiah 47 still?
Yeah.
Yeah, get Sergeant Top.
All right, Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Right, which is America. Like the brother you read in Isaiah 19, that the spirit of Egypt shall the heart of Egypt shall melt. Okay? So everything that this place exalts itself in is all going to fail. It's going to be nothing but confusion out here. Oh my God, what's going on? Why are the animals running around killing people? Okay? What is that sea creature coming from the ocean?
Yeah, and in the Egyptian apex, you couldn't tell those individuals in Mizraim that their kingdom was going to fall. Moses himself personally dialogued with the Pharaoh at that time, and he kept telling him, let my people go, and he was stubborn as all hell.
Yep.
He didn't believe that his society was going to fall, even after the plagues was coming. The 10 plagues that actually violated Egypt, plague for plague, they was knocking on the Egyptians' door. Their livestock got hit. They had the flies. They had
water turning to blood.
All these different the hell mingled with fire.
Yep.
All these different things. The darkness that fell upon Egypt, and the last thing was the death of the firstborn. And that's when he's like, "I get the fuck out of here, man."
Yep.
You know.
My son.
And even still, he chased him down.
And still, he chased him down. Yep. He wanted to retrieve him. You know. So that same spirit is being felt here in America, and America's pump, and their spirit is superior to ancient Egypt. Because what they took down the Egyptians. You got all kind of Egyptian monuments and exhibits in America. You can go to a lot of museums and see artifacts of ancient Egypt, from the Valley of the Kings, the Valley of Queens, Memphis, and all these different areas from the Nile and all that, you know, bullshit, so to speak. You know, so these people in America today, the elitists, they don't feel that this society is gonna fall, you know. But I'm gonna continue.
It says, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Right, and that goes back to what we was just saying in Isaiah 19. I will take vengeance and shall not meet thee as a man. So as America's falling down, the wisdom of this world doesn't make sense to what's going on. okay, Yahweh Shah is going to return. Okay, Yahweh Shah himself is going to return, and he's going to basically put this whole setup, you know, put it down. Okay, it says he shall not meet thee as a man. He came as a man. He sent men out here, okay, before you to speak the prophecies.
That's
to
right.
say this is what's going to happen, but this is what you need to do to avoid it. Okay, he spoke to these people on the sign. Okay, the internet has us going live as we speak. Okay, the apostles are live. Other brothers are, you know, out there putting up videos daily. The truth is out there. So when he comes back, there's not going to be no excuse and no cloak for your sin. Okay, it's just going to be straight destruction,
Destruction
slaughter.
and deliverance.
Okay, all right.
That's why I said about the seal in Ezekiel the 9th chapter. That's the only two things he's going to do. It tells you that in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, where he's going to deliver that innumerable multitude and the 10 tribes, really the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. And it speaks about in the upper chapters how he's going to make war with those kings. The kings in the so-called U.S. military, you know, the armies, the navies, all these different forces that Esau is invested in to fight against Yahweh Shah and the angels.
So the Lord's going to return and bring salvation to the elect, but destruction to the wicked.
Right.
Balance.
Okay, that's
Balance.
right. That's a balance. Okay, that's the perfect scales. Okay, but guess what? The weight of the destruction is going to be heavier than the deliverance, because it's going to be less people delivered. Most people are going to be dying, man. Okay, being slaughtered. All right, whether it be pestilence, whether it be, you know, famine. Okay, the sword of destruction and martial law. Okay, and Yahweh Shah and the angels, you know, themselves.
Yeah, you had even in the time during King David, where I think David numbered Israel, and the Most High judged them, and he basically gave him a choice between what he wanted to befall his kingdom. He said, I think it was a pestilence for a couple of days. It might have been a war, and it was a third thing. I forget the third thing, but he had chose what is it? The death angel to come through. So that death angel started hacking all those jakes up.
Yeah, I think it was 23,000. And that's when the Lord said, stop, no more slaughtering. Because that's what the angel's going to bring.
But I was gonna say, but think about it. That was out of the 3, David chose 1, and that annihilated a portion of his kingdom. You know, it wasn't a major portion, but he definitely felt the crippling of it. So how much more America actually getting hit with all the plagues that the Lord has to offer? The pestilence.
Them same angels.
And them same angels. What it said, the Lord's going to bring out the chief angels. Michael is recorded, Daniel 12, you speak about, it speaks in Revelations with the 12th chapter.
Yep.
Satan and his angels fighting against Michael and his angels. And those angels, they're ferocious, man. You know, you read the scriptures, they have a good relationship with men of the Lord. You see how they speak to them. But against individuals that actually that rebel against the Heavenly Father, they're the first ones on the front lines.
Yep. Hey, you know what? And that's a good point too, right? Because what was the name of the angel? I'm asking our brother, what was the name of the angel that came to Mary before Yahweh Shah was born? Y'all know? Okay, I'm gonna give you, out of Michael, out of Gabriel, out of Uriel and Raphael, which one of those 4 angels came to Mary?
Gabriel.
Right, Gabriel. Right, it was Gabriel.
And you know what Gabriel means?
All right. Well, to bring home the point, right? Gabriel was the angel that brought the tidings to Mary about Yahweh Shah, and he told them to name him Yahweh Shah, for he shall save his people, right? But Gabriel in the Hebrew is Gabar Ya'ala, which means warrior with the power. Okay, warrior of God. So Gabar Ya'ala, Gabriel, he brought good tidings to Mary, all right? As also the other Israelites, okay? But when he comes back with the other angel, he's going to be a warrior, okay? So that shows you the mercy of the Lord, but also it's going to show you the power of the Lord too.
I got that too. I just
Okay?
read it real fast.
Yeah, come on, go ahead.
Luke 1:26. And in the 6th month, the angel Gabriel was sent from the Most High unto a city of Galilee named Nazareth to a virgin espoused to a man whose name was Joseph of the house of David, and the virgin's name was Mary.
Right, right. So it was Gabriel, but Gabriel means warrior of the Most High. Okay? So when Michael comes back, all right, along with the other angels, Gabriel and Uriel, Raphael, they're all going to come and help in the destruction.
That's right.
What scripture was that?
Okay?
Luke 1 and 26. Yep. 26
Okay.
and 27.
All right, because those are the order of the angels underneath Yahweh Shai. Okay? And the top one being Michael. All right? I believe it's also Gabriel that has the prayers too.
Thanks, yeah.
You know, the prayers. Is it the
Prayers to the
or is that
saints.
Raphael?
Raphael and it speaks about Raphael and Tobit.
Yeah, Raphael says the
They
prayers.
send prayers
but
to
yeah.
the-
Yeah, because that's the Raphael
Yeah,
is was a Rapar. Rapar what?
Yalla.
Rapar Ya'ala. So the heal of the Most High.
Uh-huh.
Rapar is healing.
But all the angels are warriors. They all wear them. You know, they got the white garments, but like when you read the Sunday class, they got the golden breastplates. You know, that's in Maccabees.
Heliodorus.
They beat Heliodorus, and they're gonna do the same thing to these rulers of this society. You know?
Now them angels that's holding back the four winds, once they let it go, they gonna get busy in there.
Yeah, get busy.
Yep.
The four angels that's holding back the destruction on the Euphrates,
Revelation 7.
Revelation 7 and Revelation 16.
So Yahweh Shai is going to come and he's going to destroy all the philosophies because, like I said, these religions, they can't explain what's going on. Black consciousness, black power can't explain an actual so-called black man coming from the heavens, man. That's why I saw now to be making them jokes about y'all believing a black man gonna crack the sky and crack the
them
clouds,
clouds.
crack them clouds, right? Yeah, we believe that because the angels told us that in the same manner he went back up is the same manner in which he will return.
That's right.
Okay? But he's gonna return as a deliverer for the elect, those that are chosen, okay? And the other angels, but they're gonna also be a destroyer. Also known as a destroyer. They're also going to be a destroyer to these people in this society. Okay? So Esau's demons and all his witchcrafts and his astrologers, they can't, you know, pray them angels away. Okay?
Let me jump to that. Jumping down to verse 12.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, whereas thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit.
Right, and this goes to the elite of this society, okay? Because you're the ones that set up these witch covens, these
Satanic rings.
yeah, you know, these are secret societies and satanic rings and whatnot. You know, it'd be in a high rise somewhere, but somewhere there's a black candle vigil seance going on at the, the top of the building.
Yeah. Facing
know?
facing a certain direction and a certain ley line and shit.
Right,
You
right.
know, you watched that on the movie, I think it was Pulp Fiction. Back in the day,
When he was in the pawn shop.
yeah, when they fought, they was in a pawn shop and they, little gunshop or whatnot. And the white dudes took him to the back, and the big nigga from Baby Boy, I don't know.
Vin Rames.
Vin Rames. He was getting raped by the white man in the movie, man. They had that little underground.
It was underneath
shit.
the pawn shop.
You also watched that in the movie A House of a Thousand Corpses. The brothers remember that back in the day. That was a wild horror film, man. Then they had
Ghostbusters too.
Ghostbusters show.
The first one where they remember that one side of the building blew out. It was a ley line.
I never watched Ghostbusters.
But in the first one, that demon, the two demons. One was the key holder and one was the key.
And one of the names of those demons is an actual demon. That's why that movie was so heavy.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
That's my top 5 movie of all time.
Yeah, I forget the name of it, but if you ever go in the one, I think it's in the second one.
Yeah, the second one.
One of those demons is an actual demon in like history, right? But they put it in the movie because Esau likes to use real life.
Yeah,
he plays it off as
Beelzebub,
fiction.
these spirits.
Yeah, like he plays it off as fiction, but those are actual spirits, man. You know?
What was the movie with Denzel? Where they would touch demon, Zazul, Azazel. Remember the movie where he was touching Denzel? He was a cop, and that demon, they was walking down the street, and they just he touch him and then the demon lead the person and go into the other person. He just touching.
I never heard of that one.
Huh? That wasn't 7. That was it was a Denzel movie, but the demon was Azazel.
That's a demon, you know.
That's a top left-hand side spirit. Yeah, and all that wickedness is being channeled in America, man.
Yeah.
That's why they set up, when you look at America from bird's eye view, they structure these like DC. DC has that big owl of Molech. They have the pentagram. You have in New York, you have the One World Tower. I think that's 666.
Yeah, Lot 666.
666. They love that number 666.
You got that bull statue of this Molech.
Times
at,
Square. Not Times, the financial district.
Yeah, Wall Street.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, on top of you got Persephone's on the White House. Persephone, when you go into that, that's the goddess of the underworld, man.
Yep.
Standing right on the top of the White House, and a lot of people don't even know that, man.
I think it's on the top of the Capitol building over here.
Oh, for real?
I think
same demon.
Yeah. Well, sure, you got the owl over there by the TBS
Yeah,
building.
right around right over here, right behind us, actually.
Is that the TBS building, right?
CBS building.
Yeah, Turner Broadcasting.
You got them Baphomet statues. Oh, in Alabama with the brothers.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
They got Satan right there, man.
Vulcan right there at 5 Points in Alabama right there in Birmingham. Yep.
Because they challenge these spirits in these metropolitan areas, and that's exactly what the scripture's going to. Because this ain't, the scripture says nothing new under the sun. Rome did the same thing. They had their major sun centers. They would worship in Sol Invictus and sacrifice. Hell, even when you go into this movie, The Purge, Apostle Ramnok did a video months back, if not a year or so back, about how Purge that's actually historical.
Yeah, I remember that.
They did that back in Rome during Sol Invictus. They would they would actually go out and they would kill niggas and shit like that. And they would take one slave and they would fatten them up. They would make him eat the most delicacies, do the most debaucherous stuff, and fatten himself. Then they would kill him and slay him and sacrifice him, basically to release or absolve all their sins.
I think they would chase him through the city or
Chase him
something.
through the city.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Oh, they had that movie with that one. I think it was Jake. He was in the cab. Oh, that was Ice-T.
Ice-T.
Ice-T was in
Was
the
that
movie.
what was it called? I forgot the name of that.
I
That was a
forget
good
what
one.
that was called. The
Yeah.
hunt. But that's Esau. You know, Esau, that federal nigga hunting, like that spirit. That's that spirit of Esau, man.
But continuing on. Stand down with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail.
Right, and that's pretty much where they're at now. Because the truth is out. Prophets are out here speaking in the streets, okay? People see us, okay? Brothers watch the videos, brothers are growing in the spirit. So the spirit of Yahweh Shah is in the earth making case against this man. So he's trying to continue to use his witchcraft to boost his place up, okay? All right? If so be, he may be able to profit. But the Lord's going to put a stop to all that. Okay? You continue.
All right.
Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels.
They are weary. That's why you're seeing all these top level, like this guy, Jimmy Carter, he's just in the hospital. You know? He's a top level presidential demon, man. But now he's catching hell with his health.
Yeah, that's what Jimmy Carter and Norcross is named after, if I'm not mistaken.
Jimmy Carter Boulevard.
You got the Carter Center over there.
Yep. Jimmy Carter Center is around the corner.
Well,
Keep going that way.
Yeah, over there by Ponce area.
Yeah.
Yeah, top lesser luminary.
Right. You just had what's his name? Senior Bush. He died.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forgot his name. The Beast or something like that.
Yep.
It's Skull and Bones name. He's out of there, man. You know, he's out of there.
He had to put a lot of work in to be called the Beast, man.
Right.
Yeah, man.
I know it was the Beast.
He's a
It was
tree.
something
They're a
like
tree
that.
in another family.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. They don't know they're all down there in Texas. Right. See, Bill Clinton helped us through. Okay. Hillary's catching hell. Okay. All right. Hillary's catching hell. All these top, this whole thing with the corruption in the U.S. government. That's because their witchcraft can't keep their secrets hidden no more.
And it's killing them too.
It's coming out, right, and they help deteriorate and they're dying.
Yeah, because they pollute the air, but this is the same air that they breathe, man.
Yep.
What kind of sense does that make? And you know what you watched that on Elysium? You see how they was destroying the world in Elysium, and you had the top
which they would be the Illuminati. They were living on a whole other planet. And you had the lesser luminary. He basically was in hell with them, basically calling the shots, oppressing the Issacharites and the Negro.
Because as soon as he left Earth, he had to go into that chamber, clean himself up. Remember, it was like a Bentley, no, it was like a Bugatti spaceship.
But that's their plans.
Yeah, yeah, because he had to go into like the little healing,
He had to go into
the healing pod.
And they trying to create those. They probably already got some that may do some work. Esau, he a witch, man.
Cryogenics and stuff like, you know, freeze their body, and then they're gonna put their memories in like technology. Like Esau got all kinds of plans to live forever and, you know, keep himself. But guess what? It's gonna fail him.
That's it.
Okay, go ahead.
Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels.
Yep.
Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
Right. That's why you've seen a lot of these articles dealing with the heavens now. Like, what's that, the 18th? Actually, we're in the, what is it? The blue moon, right? It's a blue moon. Or like, it's, and a blue moon happens, it's when there's 2 full moons in 1 month period. In one 29.5-day
Cycle.
moon cycle.
Yeah.
So best believe that there's a lot of witchcraft going on. You know, this whole weekend really, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because they have to go to these signs in the heavens, these prognosticators, monthly prognosticators, and these astrologers, so they can continue to get power. You know, right? So you're gonna hear a lot more deaths, a lot more hospitalizations, a lot more things are going to be happening in Atlanta and around the world because these elites got to do more for their sacrifice of these demons because they're waning in power.
And you know
the
what?
power shifting to us now.
You know what happens in full moons too? Tidal waves, man.
Yep.
A lot of tidal waves because the tide of the moon it plays on the spirits of man and it plays on the weather system.
Yep.
That's why you have something known as a moon connection, where you know your brain has water. Your body is like what 70.
So, yeah, we came from the waters.
We came from the waters. So when actually the moon hits a full moon, and I actually talked to this chick. She was working at the hospital, and she said that people be spazzing out on full moons. She said she never knew the reason why. She was like, when the full moon hit, people be spazzing the fuck out in them hospitals. They go crazy. They be yelling. They you know, basically be wigging out.
You call them lunatics.
Yeah. Lunatics. That's
Which
it.
the word lunatic goes back to Luna.
Lunar. Yep. Lunar cycle. Yep.
Luna, the goddess Luna.
Yep. Which is the moon.
Yep, the moon.
Because the moon around that time, it plays on the thoughts of people. And that's why the scripture says what? The moon is going to be a sign of days, numbers, and years, and really events in the heavens. That's an indicator that we're at the end.
You know, and also too, you know, dealing with, because your water levels go up in your body, and you know, as water is very susceptible to vibration. That's why if they put out a heavy witchcraft vibration during a full moon, a lot more people are going to get more demonic because the water levels are up. But like us, we're putting out a righteous vibration. So as the full moon comes in, we're going to the Sabbath, a lot more brothers are going to be in the spirit. There's a balance there. But that power that Esau has now is waning. It's going down. Okay? Go ahead, Art.
All right. Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame.
Right, and that's the thermonuclear missile is going to destroy everything that they've sought to build.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
There shall not be a coal to warm it, nor fire to sit before it.
Right, and that's the same thing that is said in Malachi the 4th chapter. It shall leave them neither root nor branch. Okay, so there is not going to be anything for Esau to regain his footing in society and build it back up again. That's it. Okay, go ahead.
That was really the main thing.
Was it?
No.
You got something? If not,
No, go back to Isaiah 19. I got something in Revelation though. I can bring it out.
okay, come. I bring that out. Now, before you get that, give me 2 Esdras 15 and 10.
Okay. Matter of fact, go ahead and read what you got. I'll just
Okay, come.
2 Esdras chapter 15
And verse 10, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Right, and we're still speaking about Egypt, America. We're still speaking about Esau trying to use the society to destroy the Lord's people, but it's not going to happen.
That's right.
Okay? So the Lord said he's not going to have his people dwell in America any longer. So continue to try your witchcrafts and continue to keep our people in a slumber-like state. It's only going to last for so long. Go ahead.
And like you said before, they tried that in ancient Egypt, man. You know, Pharaoh at the time, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was Ramses, during the time of Moses, Ramses II, he worshipped those ancient gods, Anubis and what's these guys? It's Osiris, Horus, Seth, and even today they still worship those same gods in Egypt. You know, the ancient gods of Egypt. You know, when you deal with these Masonic lodges, that's why they have the eye of Horus on a dollar bill. Because they believe, and if that didn't save ancient Egypt, how the hell you believe that's gonna save modern Egypt?
Right.
Man? Those guys didn't come through the heavens, or their godly, their supernatural abilities didn't protect Pharaoh.
Right.
And
or
Pharaoh's
they have a
armies.
fight with the angels from the chariot with like a pillar by fire by night. It wasn't no Horus bringing light and then fighting with the hawk fighting the chariot. Nah, it wasn't a battle like that. It was totally done away with.
That's why the armies of Egypt they got drowned, man. And you got individuals, archaeologists that went to the Middle East, went to that the Gulf of Suez, that Red Sea region, and they excavated the chariots of ancient Egypt. All right, they seen that that's the same chariots that got drowned out by Moses.
Yep.
So that's historically accurate, man.
Yep. Oh, you got it.
2nd Ezra 15 and 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues.
Right, so now America's about to get these plagues, man, because the Lord is going to deliver the chosen few of the Israelites, you so-called blasphemers and Native Americans. He's going to deliver a chosen few of you. Okay? He's going to deliver a chosen few of you. All right, and then it says it's going to smite America plagues before, which is happening now. Right? Now, one of the plagues in ancient Egypt was the crops being destroyed, but that's happening now. Okay, I put up a video earlier from this guy Dabu, right? He put it out there that only 30% of the corn.
I did that video today too.
You did too?
Farmageddon.
Yeah, Farmageddon.
That's good.
Yep. So 30% of the corn that America usually plants in springtime in this season,
It ain't getting
okay, it's only been planted 30%. The rest of the farmland is being drowned out by water. Like heavy places in Texas and Dallas and all of that is that farmland is underwater, or it's being plagued by late winter storms. And it said that this is the latest spring in that region of America in like the past 10 years.
Yeah, the farmers ain't reaching that quota, man.
So prices are going to go up. So you're going to see, instead of, $3 for a bundle of, bananas, it might be $6, $7.
Hey, on top of what? Them Chinese tariffs, man.
Yep.
Because those tariffs are going to affect America, man. I was listening to the news, and they were speaking about how bike sales are going to potentially go up extremely. Not only bikes, but all kind of stuff. But they just spoke mainly on bikes. They were saying if you buy a $100 bike, it might be $100 retail value. Well, first off, these tariffs are going to hit these consumers, man.
Oh yeah.
Because the ones that's actually purchasing, they got to increase. Yeah, they got to increase the tax bracket, so to speak.
Right,
so if you buy a $100 bike, that bike might be $180, man.
Right.
If you buy a $75 bike, regular bike for $75, that bike might jump up to about $150. And that's a big increase. Damn near double the price for something that's supposed to be half the price. That's a major price enhancement. And you ain't getting paid more by the hour. You only making what? 10, 12, you know, $14 an hour, so to speak.
Well, even if they up, well, even if you up how much you're getting paid, that still doesn't balance out the prices. You're getting paid, but it's still more. The reason why you're getting paid is because it's more, right? Now, let's say, for example, right, and this, you know, speaking on that, right, because you mentioned the Chinese tariffs. But that means if they only produce 30% of the corn, then they got to bring in a 70% surplus to balance it out back to 100%. But guess what? Because of the trade war with China and these other countries, they're going to up the price on what you got to buy it. And America don't want to pay that price to import more. So what they're going to do? They're going to go to war. Saying, look, now we got to take that. So that's also going to lead to war. Because if they can't feed and fuel the economy of the people, they can't produce soldiers and whatever they need it for. They can't service the country. Okay, but that's why it says in matter of fact, let's go to Joel the 3rd chapter. Okay, right, because like the scripture says, they're going to have to beat their pruning hooks and the swords and their plow hooks and the spears. Okay,
they got to take from the agricultural market and change their budget to more military expansion, because they can't rely on agriculture at this point.
Right. There's no need to at this point, because shoot, we ain't producers. We might as well go to war, get soldiers, produce weapons. That's why they want to go into Venezuela so bad, because if you got oil, Venezuela got a lot of oil.
That's the blood of the earth right
Matter of fact, Venezuela is a country that has more oil than Brazil right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's the most oil-rich country in the world. So they can get
I think it's number 2.
Number 2?
Yeah,
outside of the Middle East. Yeah. Right, on this side of the world. So if they can get oil from Venezuela, what is that going to do? That's going to help them fuel tanks, fuel jets, fuel, rocket launchers and ships that transport the different weapons and the soldiers through the Navy overseas. Aircraft liners or whatever. A lot of those are in the ocean. So, but they need the oil and the fuel so they can travel back and forth. That's why Russia needs to get in there. China needs to get in there. U.S. needs to get in there. That's a big place. The only other major place that they can go like that to get oil is over there in the Middle East. Iran. So this thing is definitely going to lead to a major war, right? So go ahead and whoever got that, Joel 3 and 9.
And not to cut you off, and Russia's not going to allow America to start to gain their strongholds, man. That's why there's been a lot of interceptions. There's a lot of conflict that goes with the Middle East. But because they know if America starts to get more stronghold, it's just like chess. When you start to cover that board more and more, and you take them chess pieces off, you got more of a percentage of actually winning, man.
So you got to take drastic measures to counter that.
You got to start taking drastic measures. You might have to lose a rook or something like that. But we already know biblical prophecy, but this is how things are transpiring in the physical. This is the thoughts of the kings and the production of the plans of these elites, so to speak.
And as all this is happening, right? As all this is happening, remember what we were just speaking about? We were just speaking about prices going up. Prices going up, hyperinflation, all of that, right? What that's going to do is, that's going to do what? That's going to drop the value of the dollar. Okay? So if the value of the dollars drop, and food prices up, that's going to lead people to going into chaotic mode like down there in Venezuela. And that's why that whole region right there is like a test run. Okay? But that's what's going to do. That's going to bring the chip in. So now you got to get the chip to actually, but there's a store, but you can only get into the store if you got the chip. So all these people going to flock to that, man. It could be in this area, it could be downtown, it could be wherever else in whatever city, whatever state. But it's going to be like food centers. Same thing that happens in a natural disaster. These places are going to be set up, and certain zones are going to be set up for people to go to get chipped, buy food, and do somewhat, to stabilize their lives and take care of themselves and their families.
They call them internment camps.
Well, not camps, not just yet. All right, but once the chaos gets there and martial law is declared, like things is like a build-up.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want it to the build-up, and then as things get out of control, okay, well now we're gonna lock this place down. then that becomes an internment camp. Walmart is an internment camp. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have fences like this, but with barbed wire, 20 feet in the air, and instead of security guards, you're going to have troops with M16s guarding you, okay? Meanwhile, they're going to continue to send troops overseas. That's why prophecies like this are going to take place on a major level. You got to know.
This is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war.
That's right, and that's what they're doing. They're preparing war. Right now, we're in the preparation stages for war. Okay? That's why they got this, they call it Cold War 2.0. You got the U.S. and its allies, and Russia and its allies building up nuclear arsenals, right? Iran is developing better and better missiles. That's why you're seeing, the propaganda in America right now is to make Iran the bad guy. We got to get in there. But it's not going to be America directly, directly going in there at first per se. It's now just political talk. The real people that want to go in there right now is Israel, the Israelis, because they need the oil so they can stop the pipeline. If they got control of that region with the oil and stuff, that can stop Russia and them from building that pipeline from Russia, China over there, the old Silk Road over there to Europe. Because Europe, and one of the major places to get in there is Turkey. Okay, Turkey is a major checkpoint. You got it.
You go ahead.
Right? Turkey, no problem. Turkey is a major checkpoint, okay, to get between Russia and through the Middle East, going into Europe. Turkey's like right there on the border, and above that you got what? The Caspian Sea or the Black Sea. Okay, you gotta get a world map too.
Yeah.
Right, but that whole area right there, that's like a major. A major important area for resources.
Armageddon. That's
why Armageddon or World War III is going to take place over there.
Isn't that place that all those countries you named, isn't that called the Levant?
Right.
The Levant region, yeah.
Right, the Levant region, it's also called the Fertile Crescent.
Yeah, that's another word too.
Right, you got the Levant, the Fertile Crescent, Palestine. Okay, that whole region right there is fertile with oil and all of that, because all those rivers run from that Fertile Crescent River region. So the region, all the rivers run through that.
So that's like where World War III is really gonna take place, in that area.
That's why now, if you've been watching the news, Iran is they want to get control of over there by the Persian Gulf. Okay? And somebody give me Joel 2:20. All right, because these are major prophecies and things that your brothers should know. That's why these are good questions. All right, because then you'll be able to make sense of what you're hearing.
That's right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Through the scriptures, right? Because Iran wants to get control of that Persian Gulf area, right? Because if they can control what comes in and out, then America can't get in there. So they want to get in there, okay? So go ahead on that, Joel 3:9.
Prepare war, wake up the mighty man. Let all the men of war draw near.
Right, that's your army. Go ahead.
Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears.
Right, so that's what we were just explaining with the crops not being able to be planted 100% here. The crisis down there in Venezuela. You got other economic issues over there overseas in Europe and the Middle East, okay? Which is hard to put money into that when the major problem is other nations like America and mainly America causing problems on a political level, sending in puppets and people like that to start chaos and riots over there. It's like, man, how are we going to maintain our economy if every time we turn around, somebody's throwing a Molotov cocktail at the embassy? Or they want this leader out. Same thing going on in Africa. In Sudan, they got civil wars over there because of the resources. Okay? So it's like, well, you know what? Our only solution is to build our military up too. Okay? That's why Turkey is being allied more so with Russia and Iran and China as being locked into the European Union.
And that's why they're coming up with economic treaties, alternative economic treaties
Between each other.
to set them aside from American politics and American economics.
Uh-huh.
Because if you're under the grasp of American politics, then you have to deal with their regulations.
Yep.
And that's why you have this big thing with the Brexit,
Mhm.
where because they like, all right, we got our own economics. We have a strong enough structured government, an independent government, to the point where we don't have to be used as basically being preyed upon.
Uh-huh.
Because America used these other countries as pawns.
Yep.
Yep.
At the end of the day, like, all right, let's just, if France doesn't do what we say, well, I think Trump said that. He was getting on the European nations, basically like, telling them they need to get their act together, sunning them, you know? Because, of course, they know that they're a bigger country, so to speak. They're more militarily powerful. So they somewhat play the bully to these other little nations. And these some nations go with it because what? They need America financial resources. They don't want to break their
And
trade deal.
militarily,
They need them militarily for
Yeah.
protection.
Yep.
They know that they could throw the government down and reestablish a public government.
You see how they done other countries in the past.
See how they did other countries.
They want done. You know, America's a bully.
America is a bully.
But that's why America. Y'all, do we have the sign? The 7 here, 2 more? But that's but America's the whore that rides upon that beast. Okay, so whatever America says goes. But now them 7 heads are the point like you can't really turn our heads around, and, you know, shoot fire at the whore. You know.
I'll get that.
Yeah, come. You get that. You understand that this whole topic, you gotta dig into the meat. Okay.
Finish it off.
Yeah, come. You can go.
Let the weak say, I am strong.
Right. These other countries like Pakistan, India, Iran, all those countries were considered weak. China was considered a weak country during the time of World War I and World War II. They didn't have no nuclear missiles, and they weren't building up, you know, a revolutionary guard. They weren't doing that. They was at that was really like under like Britain and under Europe at the time.
They were.
And then America basically came in there through the U.S. dollar and said, look, we'll help fix your country. You just got to be attached to this central bank here. That's how America came into power.
That's why those world wars were so impactful, man.
Mm-hmm.
Those world wars show who was boss out of all those different nations.
Yep.
You know, they had the basically it's a world war. You had the top contenders basically at a showdown, and basically who reigned supreme was America. And in those scuffles, it was a lot of money. There was a lot of people that died in the midst of those wars. You know, and it showed who actually has the resourceful luxury. America has a lot of money to spend, man. That's the thing about America. That's why it's known as what? The whore that sitteth upon many waters.
Yep.
When you read the scriptures, America is not looked at like a low nation, man. The scriptures speak about the abundance of riches that this place possesses.
Yep. Cinnamon,
The cinnamon and all the goods.
gold, silver.
It speaks about the wealth,
The souls of men.
the souls of men, slaves, the military, the mighty men of Babylon, and things of that nature. So this isn't just any just regular nation. This is the king of kingdoms or queendoms. You know.
It's the kingdom of kingdoms.
They print their own money.
Print their own money.
Oh, okay, yeah, something else. Okay, well, go ahead and bring yours up.
This is Jeremiah 50:7. Says Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken.
Right. America's philosophies and this governmental setup has, promised all these governments riches if they join the NWO. If they join how we're going to set up the world in the future. So that's what they did. So all these other countries bought into it. Yeah, we'll invest this, we'll invest that, we'll invest this into it. So now they got all this money banking on America, okay? All right? And then all America did was say, okay, look, see, now we can set this up. Now we can set this up. Now you got it, Hollywood. Now you got a central bank. Now you can, have homosexuals be married. Now you can have women drive around and you could be just like us. Because look at how good we're doing over here. Okay? Well,
Yeah, Dubai is a miniature America.
The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad.
and they're mad because they're seeing the future repercussions and the present repercussions of what they did. Oh no, we're talking about terrorists in our country. Suicide rates are going up. Women are rebellious. Okay, mainly their money is not stretching as far as long as it did in the 50s and 60s, because over time what America did was put them in the America put these countries in the debt by taking away the silver and gold standard. So now they're in the debt. They're in debt too, the central banks.
Well, you gotta know. Well, you gotta remember also, America's in debt. So, say for instance, I owe money, and I got a couple people under me. That means they owe money. Now, if somebody's under you and they're producing more money than you, and you got more muscle than them, then what you gonna do? You're gonna strong arm them. You're gonna either strong arm them, or you're gonna find a way to slowly strip their resources from them so that you can become stronger and make them dependent. America's a pimp country, man. They strang all these different people that get strung out on drugs. They put like this whole war in Iraq and Afghanistan. When they went in Iraq and in Afghanistan, what happened? Poppy production skyrocketed, and it said that the drug consumerism heightened in the Middle East. So more people got on drugs in that area after America invaded, because they didn't burn those fields to think that naked. They took it and then they imported all those drugs over here in America, man.
Or send them to certain labs they set up in the region, and they turn them into drugs. But
Yeah,
the
now you
same
wonder why
thing
we have an
happened.
opiate
Right,
epidemic.
right, and that happened in Vietnam. Okay, in Vietnam, you know where you know how Jake be smoking weed, right? And they do these drugs and they call it a shotgun. That came from Vietnam. They would take the shell out the shotgun, and they'll actually put the weed in, like the drugs or whatever it is, heroin, whatever, and they're smoking from the other end of the shotgun.
Like a
That's
bomb.
why they call it, like a bomb. That's why they call it a shotgun. But that started in Vietnam.
Yeah, Golden Triangle, is that the area over there?
Yeah, that Golden
And
Triangle.
most of the world's heroin comes from the Golden Triangle?
Yep. So when they came back over here, they were strung out. They show you that in that movie, Dead Presidents, with
Forrest Gump too?
Lorenz Tate. Yep.
Forrest Gump.
Remember the sergeant or whatever? He got his legs blown off. He came back over here and he was. And Forrest Gump's woman,
She was a whore.
Strung
she was
out
a
on
whore.
heroin.
She got AIDS
Jenny?
and strung out. Jenny, yeah.
She died for AIDS.
Also, American Gangster. They was important.
That's a good one too.
Yep. That whole the 70s, and that was it, man. America was on a downward spiral for destruction, man.
Yeah.
Okay. But the same thing is repeating it. I'm not gonna say it's repeating itself. It's expanded into today. Okay. It's reached this far until today. That's why the war on drugs and the war on terrorism will never end. It's an easy boogeyman because there's not one person you could pinpoint. But now,
So
like the
many
brother
heads to
read
it.
the scripture, the nations are mad. They're pinpointing America now, because you notice the common denominator in all this shit is the United States.
Yeah.
So now they're going to prepare war and bring on that destruction.
Like you said with the drugs. You think because what's his name got popped? What's his name? Big cartel guy.
Chapo.
Oh,
El Chapo.
Yeah, Chapo, yeah.
You think just because El Chapo was taken down that somebody didn't just like next?
Right. And well, before him,
Slide in his back.
before him, you had Noriega.
Mm-hmm.
You had all them other Latin tribe, drug dealers. Chapo ain't nobody. He's just another puppet. Once he started to try and do something else, that's when they got his ass.
Yeah, they allowed them.
You know?
They allow those.
Because they Jake.
Yeah. They allow him to get so far.
I didn't look. I wouldn't even.
And it's a lot of El Chapos out in the world, man. He's just a prominent figure that we know about. That basically his face started to be shown and recognized amongst the public, and rappers started rapping about him.
Right.
It's a lot of them out there, man. That's selling major weight. That's destroying cities.
Yep.
That's the reason why Mexico's so jacked up. And Trump don't want the Mexicans to come into in America, when really they are the main culprit behind why Mexico's fucked up.
Well, see, if they can set up a system, because basically Chapo was an issue, tunneling and getting in and out. That's drugs and money unaccounted for. So if they can set up a system at the border, or they can put the chip, because we didn't want to put they can put once they put the microchip out there, that's gonna be the system that they use to identify who they need to identify. You know what I'm saying? So therefore they know what's going in, what's going out, everything's accounted for. This is set up to have this whole surveillance state be a damn, like the brother was teaching about earlier, a whole prison. But the prison is getting ready to be expanded upon. Okay? All right? Is that your pizza? Okay, come.
Oh, you keep going.
Yeah.
I got to wrap up a few.
This is Joel 2:20. But I will remove far off from you the northern army.
And that's the United States Army, North American Army. All right? And then I get to do a video on it. But the U.S. right now is spread too thin in like 4 places. They're spread too thin. So in order for them to be further moved out of this region of the world to go there to the Middle East, you need more and more people going into the military. Give them a reason to fight. That's why this next big event is going to have to occur soon.
Yes.
Because it's going to have to give them, people were patriotic after 9/11. So this whole next big event that Esau got planned, these people are going to be ready to join. Because it's going to, for all reasons, it could very well hit different people in Jake want to join the military for this reason. Esau want to join the military for this one. Landstrothers want to join the military for this particular reason. So that's going to get more and more people out there. And then the draft, that's coming too. But we still ain't got enough soldiers. So this prophecy has to take place.
Yeah, that's why the thing is they ain't got enough money to pay those soldiers either, man. That's why majority of these soldiers, after their after they do their service in the military, they come back slap broke, wanting to kill themselves, man. That's a major epidemic that's not spoken of, is veteran suicide.
They said soldier kills himself like every few seconds or something like that.
Yeah, it's bad, man. They offering themselves. They got clinics. They trying their best to stop these soldiers from killing themselves, but they spaz out when they're in the military, man.
They're not getting, the right medication, or whatever medication they do get is not enough. It's not the right prescription. They kind of under-prescribe them, or they over-prescribe them and they overdose. It's a whole, I said, this is Vietnam, post-Vietnam times 100, man.
But those other soldiers in the Middle East, maybe Vietnam, after the war, they just kick a shot and they good. But here in America, after the war, they asses can't sleep at night. Look at Chris Kyle.
To go.
Chris Kyle of American Sniper. He was bugged out. If y'all brothers ever seen that movie, that's a real good watch.
Man, that's a real good movie. But then his friend killed him?
They said it was allegedly a conspiracy from the government that the government killed him. Because they say he had some information too.
Yeah.
But it was somebody he knew. Well, really, when you watch the movie at the end, somebody went to, I think they wanted to come up under his tutelage, and he just left with them and never came back. They killed him. But that's what these military men, they see the truth after a while. But what they gonna tell their sergeant or their leaders, whatever, that they want to take it back to America, they want to go home? Hell nah, you in the midst of the battle, homeboy. You got that gun, you got them boots on. You gonna do something.
Either you shoot or I shoot you, boy. Soldier.
And I would drive him into a land bare and desolate.
Right, and that's over there in the Middle East. Now, when you look on the world map, you got the Red Sea and you got the Persian Gulf. And those are the 2 major seaport areas that are basically coming in the news right now, especially in the Persian Gulf. Okay, the Persian Gulf is basically where Iran, they got the Strait of Hormuz. Yep, and the Strait of Hormuz, okay? That area, that region right there is a major import-export region. And that's where the majority of China, Russia, and all them get certain imports or exports out and imports in. America too. But America wants to control it, but they can't control Iran. Because Iran is basically saying forget all. What America's talking about, because they putting sanctions in. And then Iran said, well, the European allies, they got to, basically, continue on with the nuclear deal and the trade deal. Or there's going to be action against them. Okay? Because Iran got missiles, Russia got missiles, and they're the ones threatening them. Okay? So there's going to be a big major battle in that barren land. All right, go ahead, Art.
with his face towards the East Sea,
The East Sea is towards the Red Sea. Go ahead.
and his hinder part towards the utmost sea.
Exactly. The East Sea is the Persian Gulf. The uttermost sea is the Red Sea, and in between all of that is the Persian Gulf. Okay. Go ahead.
And his stink shall come up, and his ill savior shall come up,
Yeah.
because he had done great things.
Right. So it's going to be a lot of destruction in these different militaries, especially the U.S. military. And that's your World War III.
That's why it's known as well. Armageddon, the Harmageddon,
On the mountain of troops.
mountain of troops. And mountains represent what? Governments.
Mm-hmm.
So these different government officials, they're gonna send the boys out to party, man.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them ain't gonna come back.
Most ain't.
Most ain't gonna come back. Look up World War II casualties, man. There's a lot of people that died in World War
Like
II.
50 million? 50 million people?
And not more.
That just reported. That just be reported.
There's a lot of dead bodies.
Fear not, O land, be glad and rejoice, for the Lord will do great things.
Go ahead.
Be not afraid, ye beasts of the field, for the pastures of the wilderness do spring.
What do you want? Oh,
22.
going back to Joel 3:11.
Assemble yourselves and come up, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about.
Right, right. So now you got the heathen being gathered together, all around in that region in the Middle East. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord.
Right. So you're going to have a major battle in the Middle East, and that's going to be World War III. All right. World War III is going to take place, and America ultimately is going to be destroyed in that final battle. Okay. In the climax of that. Go ahead.
Quick point. But this is under World War II. Just what I was going to. This is the Allies. It says military dead 16 million, civilians dead 45 million, total dead that's 61 million, and that's on the side of 61 million. That's on the side of America and its allies, and on the axis, which of course is Adolf Hitler, I think Japan, and Italy. It says military dead 8 million, civilians dead 4 million, total dead 12 million. So between both parties, it was probably, I'll say about 72. 72 million. 72 million dead people.
Right.
America
Like I
got
said,
300 million in it right now.
Right. And guess what? Outside of the elect, they all going to be.
World War III is gonna be that much worse because what?
Yep.
Out of every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and
All the
bombs flowing
nations.
blood.
Yep.
This would be with burning and fuel of fire. Way more advanced, quick deaths, man.
And there's going to be missiles in America, there's going to be missiles in Russia, missiles in the Middle East, missiles in Africa. And shoot, all the, man, you talking about 200 missiles destroy America, but what about another 100 destroying over there, or another 50 million missiles over there? It's a lot of missiles, right? Go ahead.
Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yehoshaphat.
Right, which is Jehoshaphat, which is over there in the Middle East. Okay, so all that's what you're seeing. You want to understand what the news is talking about right now? It's talking about all these nations being gathered in the Middle East for the war of Armageddon. All right, go ahead.
For there I will sit to judge all the heathen round about.
For there I would sit to judge the heathen round about. So Yahweh Shai, who the one in you calls God and Jesus Christ, is going to destroy all these other nations, man. All right, so his government can be set up. All right, go ahead.
Put ye in the circle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get ye down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great.
Right, the wickedness of these nations. Go ahead.
Multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision.
Is that it on that?
The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake. but the Lord will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel.
Right, so that's going to be it. So once World War III takes place, Yahweh Shai is going to destroy these nations and set Jerusalem and Israel back up. Okay? But with that, all right, we're going to close out. All right? We're going to give our praise and glory and honors to Yahweh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And as always, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Until next time, shalom.
All we on me as a group. Because matter of fact, I just take this. I just carry that. I just carry that. If you want to